though this match may be over, we're not done yet. We still have a special treat for you, so don't leave the stream just yet. I'm going to hand it over to Kano and OMG4s as they will introduce the secret they've been alluding to on the Osu Game Twitter. So stay tuned for that. Kano, if you will.
Secrets? Well, we've got them. We've got them coming up very, very shortly. We're going to be getting into some show matches for you guys, actually.
Yeah, and in terms of questions, there have been a lot of questions this year in the OWC and a lot of answers. There's still one reoccurring question, which is, how does an OWC match look like if there's no country limit? And that's going to be our first show match. 2 teams selected from pretty much the carry pans of the earlier stages who got kicked out early, put together, have 2 captains selected, and then select each team by like a draft kind of thing. And we'll have 2 teams with 8 players now, ready to play for you guys.
Pretty much a lot of star players are going to be coming in for this one, and you may think, oh yeah, you know, like you could have put someone else in there or something, but we picked basically everyone that we could with availability in mind as well. But yeah, basically we'll be getting into it very shortly. Just the 2 teams mixed up are going to be facing off on the grand finals pool, so you get to see what it's like if, you know, there was no country restrictions and you could have just a whole bunch of dominant carries all on the same side.
Yeah, and thank you to Toy and Doomsday for casting this wonderful match. Beforehand, it was pretty much like just jaw-dropping. Jesus Christ, I don't know how to feel after that match. But thank you for that.
Thank you so much for having me, and Doomsday as well.
Yeah, thanks for letting me cast that. It's been a pleasure casting with you, Toy. What an incredible match. I'm heartbroken. My lads are out, but what a match! What a match!
It's been a blessing to be able to cast this. I don't think the staff was about to put me on it because it was going to be 6 a.m. for me, but I'm so glad I woke up for it.
This should be a very interesting set of show matches. So you enjoy the casts.
We're heading off.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Alright, and that gets us right into the show match. On your screen currently, you see both teams. It's Peng's team and Team's Peng. And yeah, we have 8 players, the ones you see on screen right now. A bunch of mixed countries, so that's why there's a question mark in the middle, because there's just so many different countries, from I don't know, China to Sweden to pretty much anything you can think of, Japan, etc. Getting some of the really good carry players out of all of these teams. And you know what? The one thing I'm really happy about is that GN and Yogsby are not on the same team, which means we might see an Approach 8, and not just one, multiple Approach 8 maps being played.
I must admit that I do like looking at null country versus null country. But yeah, team question mark versus team question mark, or Peng's team versus Team's Peng. We'll be getting into it very shortly. As you can see, we're just getting the players in, and yeah, mixed teams make this very, very interesting. You've got a lot of hard carries on both sides. I mean, we've seen all of these players have some very solid performances throughout the entire tournament, and just being able to see them merge as one, as a unit on a grand finals pool is going to be something. But I mean, I don't know if that's going to top what we just saw from the last match. I mean, the UK versus South Korea, that was just insanity. Like, watching how back and forth the match was, like they were trading picks, and then at some point maps were just so close. I mean, Bubbleman's performance on the tiebreaker as well, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough. Tuna managed to hold on at the end. It was just, that match was just insane.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm speechless. After that match, I'm just completely speechless. It could have been either team. Either team had so many good carry performances. But you know, there's just one winner after the match, and it's Korea this time. Oh man, yeah, after that jaw-dropping match, let's focus a bit on the show match itself. We have the same map pool, with all these great players. One extra information is, you know, why are people like Dust Ice missing? Why is someone like from the Russian team missing? We did select teams outside of the top 6, because they had a lot of showcase or like a lot of show time on the tourney itself. They played up quite a few matches compared to the teams which got kicked out early on.
This is basically just a match to recognize some of the greats who were outside of the top 6. Obviously, you saw the top 6 perform on such a high standard map pool from the last week as well. But you're going to get an opportunity to see some of the hard carries of each of the teams which were in the top 16 basically show their dominance on this pool.
Right, and we get the first ban coming in, which is Exten from Yuxpai. I don't know if it's Peng's team or it's Team's Peng, right?
No, that was a Peng's team ban, I believe. The red around you got the colors red and blue. Oh wait, no, you were correct. Sorry, that was Team's Peng.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
Apparently,
yeah,
today
so
I
still
learned
got a bit of
colorblind,
jitters left from the last match. Understandable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just in shock from that match. That was just too much for me to handle. I was pretty much screaming, like my voice is probably already a little bit raspy. But we'll be getting into this very shortly. We've got the bans coming in, so Yuxpai's team is going for Exten. I believe there's been some sort of gentleman's agreement coming in between these two teams as well, not to ban some of the questionable maps in the pool, one of the harder ones in particular.
Yeah, because this is a show match. Obviously, these teams are not playing in the tourney anymore, but they're just playing for fun here. And, maybe flexing on some picks, and it would be a shame if you would ban those, right? Like, really seeing Nomad 5 like a speed demon just completely obliterating the map. Or, I know, some of these Approach 8 maps, which, Hidden 2 got banned in the last match, and understandably so. It's a pretty gimmicky map, also no Approach 8. But we do have a lot of Approach 8 players on both teams.
Yep, definitely going to leave a lot of room for pick potential. I mean, we're going to see some very interesting things throughout this entire match. But we're going to be seeing Exten being one of the bans, along with Star River and the Lasse map, the alternate map. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that map name, but we'll be getting the last ban coming in very shortly. Obviously, we saw pretty much all of these maps last... Yeah, we did see all of these maps in the last match. So it's going to be something different. Keep in mind as well that we do have another show match after this as well. The teams once again remain a secret, but definitely worth sticking around for 100%.
Right. This is not the only show match today. And there's plenty more questions about some of the teams and, would-be teams just in the world in general. Oh man, that's a Nomad 1 ban. Well, we've seen Nomad 1, we've seen Flying Tuna just completely flex on people on that, getting the FC.
That performance from Flying Tuna was definitely something else. I mean, the fact that we still managed to see full combos in that last match was just insane. Like, there are no words which can describe how well the players performed, despite the difficulty. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about how hard this map pool is, and I mean, it is very, very hard. But people are still performing on it, and that's the thing that really makes OWC what it is.
Yeah, despite how hard things get, people just still try their best to practice the pools and try to eke out that small little score advantage at the end of the day. And they did! We had some really cool performances. So it's, can Peng's team or Team's Peng top those performances? Well, I would argue in some cases they will. But just due to the nature of both these teams, we did have two captains selected. Musty for Peng's team and Yuxpai for Team's Peng. And they kind of drafted their team together and just, picked, like I kind of the way you do it in sports class. You like select two captains and just kind of draft pick things. And we do have a bit of a bias on some of these teams with some skill sets. I think one team is definitely a bit more speedy than the other. Why would you do this?
I mean, there's nothing like being picked last, man. It's probably one of the worst feelings when it comes to those kinds of drafts, but we're not going to go into that. As we mentioned, we did have Yuxpai and Musty as the two captains, and obviously they hand selected their teams to be what they are now. So, I mean, if you didn't get a chance to see the teams, We have Yolkspie, who selected Badu, Eternum, Chaoslitz, Mystia, Sonics, Reedcat, and Crystal, which, I mean, they need no introduction at all. And the same goes for Musty's team as well, with Mouse Easy, Koba, GN, Bartek, Denionezar, Varvalian, and Rariku as well. Keep in mind as well that some of these players are playing at a pretty unreasonable hour right now. I know it's like around 1 or 2 in the morning, or 3, depending on whether or not you're from Asia or Australia even. So, and some of the NA players are also waking up. Oh wait, no, do we not have an NA player in this?
I don't think we have an NA player.
Yeah, we're actually missing out North America. It's pretty much EU and Asia mixed together.
I wonder what the second showcase is gonna feature. Well, but now we're gonna see number 2, which is one of the more tamer maps in the entire pool, isn't it?
Tame?
I would say it's one of the tamer ones. It's definitely one of the maps which I would argue that has, I think, just statistically the highest, one of the higher C rates than other maps.
I think if you're a player who's accustomed to a lot of conventional streams that we've seen mapped throughout the year, you're definitely going to be someone who excels on a map like this. And once again, I mean, Doomsday mentioned it last match, but the beeps, I'm just hearing it now. I wish it was never mentioned because it's just something that I didn't pick up on until it was mentioned.
Yeah, thank you Doomsday for ruining the song for me. Appreciate it.
How to ruin a song 101. Point out the beeps.
Well, yeah, this is the streamy map. 2 minutes was also mapped for ODBC by friends. Got this one out. 1 out of 95 BPM. About like 2 sections which have 100 death streams. With like varying spacing, and pretty hard spacing at that. Between that you have some jump patterns which we saw in the previous match people can miss on. Like this jump patterns should be really straightforward and not too hard. It should be basically the stream spacing and just the long, the length of the streams. But people still miss on the jump patterns. Don't underestimate those.
The aim sections in this map definitely can't be underestimated. I mean, we saw, as you mentioned, players did miss on that last time. As much as this map is mostly focused around streams, I would say that is the core difficulty. Of course, you're going to have like the spacing changes, the fact that it sort of accelerates in how much it spaces out towards the end of each stream as well. So it's basically a battle between whoever holds on the longest in the first section and the second section. If you manage to full combo both, you're definitely doing a lot for your team.
Right, and if you haven't seen it yet, if you look in the chat, there's gonna be a month of support for each member of the winning team. So it's spicing it up a little bit. You do, like, play for something at least, right?
Yep, there's definitely a lot on the line for this one. Players are eager for those 1 month supporter tag.
Right, I mean... yeah, it's a 1 month supporter. Wonderful. I guess it's a bit of a cool goodie next to that. I think mostly people here are participating for, you know, just in the good spirit of tournaments and being able to play in a later stage. Yeah. All right.
I think this is more about just, you know, bringing the fun aspect of the competitive side of this community. You know, bringing everyone together and just having a bit of fun with it. Because obviously, it's unfortunate for some of these players in these countries. They don't actually get a chance to see the grand finals pool, or sometimes even the finals pool, depending on which countries. I mean, it's just nature. Like you can't have every country make it to the grand final stage. There's only 3, so. You know, it's good to include everybody and just give everyone a fair shot at it.
Yeah. I also want to retract my statement from earlier. Support is the best price you could ever have you put up as a price for a match. I may or may not have gotten a message that my supporter might be removed if I don't put support in the better lights. So here you go.
Yeah, I mean, while we're at it, we can just strip fours of his supporter and hand it over to me, because I think mine is actually due to run out sometime soon. But anyway, that's a talk for another day. Getting into this map, though, as you can see, there are streams on the screen. Misty is going to be the first player to break for Peng's team. Raripi follows up as well as Eternum. Chaos Lits, Denny and Nezar all dropping. Sonics, you got to keep in mind that a lot of these players, as much as it is a show match, some of them probably haven't really practiced their heart out to play this like absolutely insane. But streams as well, like warming up into streams is just going to be nasty.
Yeah, and the questionable thing is maybe that some of these players might have been watching the match itself instead of warming up, which, you know, might be a bit rough for the first few maps here.
I wouldn't doubt that a lot of these players were sitting on the edge of their seat watching that match, because I know I was. I mean, if I had any matches to be playing, like I might actually have had, I would have been definitely watching the match instead of practicing for that. But carrying on, got a few players with some high combos. Vivalion is still holding on to a full combo run, which is, to be honest, expected from him. He is one of the players which is very capable of streams like this. Getting into one of the longer streams again, seeing a lot of spacing changes. A lot of players actually getting through that this time. Misty and Sonics finding a couple of breaks, but nothing over the top. Team's Peng, on the other hand, is just running away with this. Musty does happen to find a break right at the end of that stream, but overall, pretty solid performance from them.
Yep, Vivalion definitely wants to get that 1 month of supporter. It pays the bills.
I mean, just look at that. This is one of those situations where, you know, you don't get to see these players perform in the grand finals pool, but Vivalion just pulls out a 4x100 FC on it.
Yeah, that's, you know, you just do that. It's a normal like Saturday morning.
Just makes it look like it's nothing, you know. It's butter. That's what it is.
Also, shout out for Vivalion to get a tiebreaker replay for the map pool showcase.
Yeah, also wishing the players a good luck, have fun in that replay. We did see that written out in smoke.
Yeah, and I want to see approach at 8. I want to see low approach rate, or like one of these just crackhead maps, like Nomad 5, which requires a very specific type of player. Or maybe even something like DT3, DT2. We also haven't seen Fremont 1, I believe, which, you know, is one of those low approach rate maps. You know, just, you know, putting that out there, low approach rate maps. It's not like we have like no approach rate players on both these teams.
Yeah, it's almost like maybe they should pick some low approach rate. Maybe. I'm not sure if that's the move, but it might be the move.
Yeah,
what do you think, Forz? Would you like to say the same thing again?
Yeah, I think there's not just one map, there's like 3 maps, so you even have choices there, you know? I think people like choices. People like democracy, right? And that has a lot of choice, and this also has a lot of choices.
Oh wow, it's like you were right. Huh. There's a hidden 2 map coming up on our screen right now, which is an approach rate 8.2 map.
Hey, who would have expected a approach rate 8 map? I didn't.
I definitely didn't expect it when you have players like Badu, GN, and Yoxpai in this game. Bit of a surprise, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, Musty as well, another player who's also capable of playing low approach rate.
Yeah, so this one being the hidden approach rate 8 map. So we have 3 approach rate 8 maps, and what's like the gimmick of this map, or like what's the huge difficulty about this map, Kano? Since you've been a map pool selector, you probably know this map, don't you?
I definitely did fall asleep during the selection process. Nah, I'm kidding. But it is very, very heavily focused around patterns and a lot of aim, and just a lot of really, really weird, quirky, gimmicky overlaps, and all sorts of stuff just basically jumbled into one. And then you just call it an approach rate 8 map. Oh, well, you don't actually call it an approach rate 8 map because you slap 8.2 on it to be edgy.
It's not an approach rate map. Yeah, exactly, it's not.
Got to mix it up in 2019. That's the way it works. 2020 map pools are going to be even edgier than this.
Yep.
Whether it's us or whether it's someone else. I can count on it.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? We might see an approach rate 8.3 map next year. I mean, the possibilities are literally endless.
Why are you spoiling for us?
Oh, wait. We weren't supposed to say that? Okay,
Come on,
I guess my supporter is getting removed after all.
Removed is not the right word. Transferred is the right
Transfer,
word.
yes, yes.
Transferred. But yeah, coming in for this one, we've got Yolkspy, Badu, Crystal, Chaos Litz for Peng's team, and then Team's Peng has Koba, Musty, Jin, and Bartek. All players who are very capable of playing a map like this. However, this map is very hard, so it might look like the complete opposite.
Yeah, this is this one requires two specific skill sets. One is just being comfortable on approach at 8 on hidden, and secondly, having really good aim control and a bit of practice. There's a bit of a few parts which require you to definitely practice those patterns, because the overlaps on some of the parts are just disgusting. You cannot just side read them. You definitely notice the difference between someone who plays this for the first time or the 10th time. And next to that, really good aim control. Like if you're not an aim player and you play this, you're gonna suffer. Yeah, look at those linear patterns.
A lot of uncomfortable patterns here, all sorts of awkward angles. You're seeing a few misses coming out from players, but some players are just doing things that they would normally do on maps like these, as you can tell. GN, Badu, Yolkspy, Musty, Bartek, just still managing to hold on, even through what is seen as one of the easier sections of the map, but things do get a bit freaky from this point onwards.
Yeah, there's actually there has been a lot of discussion internally on also about like from playtesters of what part of this map is truly difficult. And some people think the beginning is really tough, and some people it's fine. There's just so many parts and hard patterns in this map that you can't really pinpoint to one section and say, yep, this is the part you missed on. Like this, for example, this overlapping single tap into triple was pointed out by a lot of people of being really hard, and then you see just a bunch of people coming through it.
Chaos Litz does not appear to be having a very good time with this map. However, you've got Yolkspy Badu slaughtering this map. GN did happen to find a break in the end. His score almost matches theirs, but Yolkspy and Badu are just going to run away with this one.
This is a part you need to practice. Look at that. Oh, look at those overlaps. Yeah,
Once again, we're seeing players just absolutely dominate that section. I mean, Yolkspy Badu have no trouble at all. They're just like, yep, we're just going to continue to full combo, don't mind us. A few other players actually managed to hit that section as well, so it's definitely one that needs practice, but it's not impossible, as these players have shown us. Yolkspy does break in the end. Badu is still just doing Badu things.
I mean, that's a clear victory for Peng's team.
Peng's team taking that one away. Once again, another slight dominant performance. I mean, almost a 1 million point difference on that one. And we see a second full combo already. So we saw Vivalion FC the first map, and now Badu on the second one. See, this is what happens when you mix countries together. You just get players that can do things like this.
Yeah, you have like a bunch of players who are very specialized in some aspects, and you still see them being able to perform on this kind of hard map pool, right? It's mostly people get kicked out of the tournament early on, mostly because their team in general might have not been superior to the other team in that match. But specific players do have a pretty high skill limit and skill ceiling, and you can see that currently.
Now the question here is, where do we go next for us? We're diving straight into Hard Rock 2, apparently. That's where we're going.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so I have Hard Rock 2, I guess. It's a map. It's a pretty tough map. A really tough one. It's a tech map of the Hard Rock pool. And it has just a bunch of things which make it hard. The 1/3 at the beginning to drop a bit of accuracy, the sliders which are slightly too long, so you drop a lot of slidey ends, and then the wiggle streams at about 2/3 of the map. There's just so many patterns to miss on and just completely drop accuracy on. Hey again, Carstens, can you talk about Vavelion? Well, Vavelion is a player, and he's definitely gonna perform wonderfully on this, man. Right, Kano? Hey, Kano, did you check your PayPal? Did you get the money?
Yep, it just came through.
Okay, yeah, good. Vavelion, yeah, wonderful player, isn't he? Would be
Yeah,
a shame if he didn't see this one.
definitely going to perform really, really well on this one. Definitely a player to look out for, without a doubt. No cost, no cursing involved at all.
By the way, you actually were right that Yolk despite being blue in the chat, he's actually on Team Red. Oh, is he? Yeah, he is. So, just the colors were mixed up. So you were actually right, Kano.
I got to admit, it's very easy to confuse who is actually on Peng's team and Team's Peng, but it's just, you know, the names are so similar. Come on. Gotta give us casters a break.
Yeah, and Yolk and Chien, I mean, they're pretty much the same name. Same player.
It's basically the same thing.
Sometimes you just mistake those teams and those players. Happens.
Yeah, as you mentioned, this is a really, really, really tough map. We have definitely known this since we selected it, but unfortunately we weren't really able to find anything else within the time frame. But this map is just pretty over the top in terms of what it has to offer, although some people have already shown that they can play it pretty well. I mean, Bubbleman had a 1-miss run on this in the last match, so that in itself is already an insane performance.
Yeah, I don't know if people can top Bubbleman's performance on this map. I think that was pretty insane. But you know what? I mean, I'm down to get surprised. But yeah, as a reminder, this is a show match from all the players who are outside of the top 6 this year. Getting some of the best carry players, people who just had in general the highest percent average, and getting them on a team and have them play against each other. Tomorrow's gonna be the grand finals, or actually is it gonna be kind of today depending on where you're from? I think it's at like 4 or 5 UTC, isn't it?
That is probably something I should check actually.
Yeah,
schedule-wise.
Yeah, it's not like you're commentating it, right, Kano? Right?
No. Yes. No.
Yeah,
both.
it's actually 4 UTC. So you can actually... No, 3 UTC. So you can go sleep, but you... Can Korea? Yeah, Korea can also go to bed. I think the US is gonna wake up today, and it's gonna say, yep, we're gonna have to play during the evening. So
I mean, technically, I think technically for some people it's going to be the same day. I think Europe is probably going to be the only exception where it's technically tomorrow, but...
Well, it's technically not going to be watched from Europe, at least I think.
Yeah, that time definitely doesn't seem like it favors you guys at all, but getting into this map, we see Chaos Litz with the first break, Cobra as well on the sliders. Vavelion does happen to break. A few cursing moments right there. Bartek also drops, Crystal as well, Yorkspy. Pretty much everyone has dropped except for Recat.
Oh boy. The Swedish player here stepping up. I mean, his accuracy might not be the best, but you know, combo game, right?
Who needs accuracy when you can combo? Come on, guys. Get with the times. We've shifted from a rhythm game to a aim combo game.
Oh,
I must admit, I do love I love the turntable spinner sound.
Yeah.
I always wonder if it's part of the song or if it's just part of the new skin, because to be honest, I haven't ever actually paid attention to the spinner.
Wait, Reedcat is holding a combo. Oh, never mind, he isn't anymore. That's still a pretty good combo, 350k score for now. That's a carry performance.
Work. Pavilion's Ack on the other hand as well, 94% for this map is actually really, really good. I mean, it's weird to call 94% really good, but on a map like this, that is really, really good. He's also holding a really nice combo as well. Chaos Litz matching that. It's still in favor of Peng's team at the moment though. Pretty close this match, or this map. Not seeing the exact dominant performance that we have seen in the previous ones.
Well,
Breaks all
Valiant.
over the place. Recap managing to hold on for Valiant, also doing work for Teams Peng.
Valiant pulling a bubble burn, seeing the end, just getting a good score all around, but it wasn't enough. It's 10,000 points in favor of Peng's team.
I still can't believe that Peng's team took it away from Teams Peng. Valiant coming in with a 2 miss, almost matching Bubbleman's performance.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty nice performance. That's a really, really good performance.
I also want to give a round of applause to Bartek for beating his personal best with a C. Very
Yep.
solid job from him. Well done. That deserves a pat on the back.
I guess someone should rather like turn on the AC because the Valiant's pretty hot right now. Okay, I'll show myself out.
This is why we don't sign you up to cast anymore for.
And this is exactly why I'm not casting the Grand Finals.
This is exactly why the supporter is being transferred at this point.
You know, the longer you cast, the sooner you see yourself becoming pretty much similar to Twitch chat. That's how it feels for me. Oh, and that's a number 5. Oh, wonderful.
I mean, I thought we were coming close to being Twitch chat when we were map pool selecting originally. I mean,
Oh,
there's
right,
all
yeah,
sorts
we
of,
definitely did. Yeah.
all sorts of, brain just leaking out everywhere and, not quite coming back together. It's like trying to pick up the pieces of just like a puzzle that just, someone just threw up in the air. It doesn't work. You'll
Just
never get
doesn't.
it back the way it was. But we're going to be getting into Cattle Decapitation, Your Disposal, which is, as you can tell, it's kind of a fast map, I guess. Only 230 BPM long streams.
It's just 7
Not that-
stars. I mean, we saw
Yeah.
Flying Tuna FC a 7.4 star map. Well, shouldn't be hard, right?
I mean, what's star rating? I'm 6-digit.
IFC the Sotox map, which is 7 stars. So they should FC Cattle Decapitation. I still love this artist name. Wonderful.
You can definitely tell a lot of thought went into it. Like, when you were just thinking of a band name, you're like, what do we go with?
Yeah, I think
Cattle Decapitation, boys,
Yeah.
let's go.
I think Cattle Decapitation, yeah, that encompasses what I feel and what my music should represent.
It's an emotional experience coming up with band names.
Yeah, it definitely is. Also, maybe a slightly traumatizing experience.
Yeah, we're seeing a bit of a roster switch up. We've got Sonics, Eternum coming in, Denny and Eza, Ryriku as well, the one who actually managed to full combo this for the replay in the showcase.
Right, yeah, and in general, I kind of like the lineup currently. Ryriku gonna be good on this one. Sonix, he performed on a lot of the team maps in the earlier stages, but due to being on Sweden, which got kicked out early on, we didn't really see his upper skill limit. You might only be able to see it if you check his stream and his like top scores, but something like this map isn't really ranked. You don't really see a lot of maps like this. Usually you have like a bunch of patterns, which are 1/3, to like spice the map up, but then it's not really pure speed and stamina, as this one is. Thankfully, Badu is not gonna play this one. We would have seen someone just double tap for 4 minutes straight. Yeah, Yoke Spy. Ooh, I want to see how well he does. Probably not too well. He's not a very stamina heavy player.
It was interesting to see Badu's comments about the map and his scores on the map.
Yeah.
Just talking about how he like wanted it banned originally because it was like a I think 90,000 score map at most. We might see a few of those, but it
We
depends because like this is one of those maps which really separates a lot of players. You're definitely going to see it on this one.
Yeah, one player I definitely want to take a look at is going to be GN on this one. You usually see GN just retrying a lot of gimmicky maps and a lot of lower push rate maps. But he does have a few really tough, mechanically hard scores. For example, Freedom Life 4 Dimensions Uneasy. which shows that he has at least some kind of stamina on this type of map. And the highest BPM this map goes is 230 BPM. And I think the longest stream is 64 notes, but you do have a lot of streams afterwards, so you like have a short break. But in general, this map is around the Freedom Dive 4 Dimensions level of like streaming, I guess I would say. Definitely a lot more stamina intense though, 100%. And for now you can see that Jen might not be too warm, Rairuku is on point again, just like in the showcase. And yeah, this is the stamina part. This is the really intense stamina part. Jesus Christ, Valiant. I knew you were good at these types of maps, but that's just unfair.
Yeah, even on 230 BPM, that is not something I usually see him play. Alright, come on, boys, calm down with your numbers.
Look, numbers are important. You're a map pool selector, you look at numbers all day.
True, I tried to block them out of my mind after map pooling. But anyway, Varvalian Zac on the other hand, 99.5 on a map like this. What? As much as he missed early, like that accuracy is just insane. Rariku also still managing to hold on to a full combo, and Sonic's doing really well as well, showing strength on a map like this. We did mention that this is going to be a map that does separate a few players. As you can see, Yorkspy is currently rocking a solid 14,000.
I think Valiant kind of screwed up the transition, because from the really non-intense part into this one, the BPM increases by 3. And he had quite a bit of an accuracy drop on the first stream, wasn't quite on point when it came to the BPM change. Still, I mean, respectable score. Sonix on the other side is trying his best, he did miss. But
5.
so far it's
I don't know, I just saw a 5 in that slider, sorry.
5. Oh yeah, okay. I mean that's important to call out, I mean. If you hadn't seen it, I would have seen it if you didn't call it out. So good job, Kano. That's a world-class commentator right there.
I mean, this is why they picked me and not you fours.
Yeah, exactly.
I can count.
Yeah, I would have just stopped after counting 4. So good on you, Kano. Man for Valiant, Jesus Christ.
I mean, Rariku was the star player in the replay for the showcase, but Valiant is just showing dominance on this map. Definitely can't count out some of the other players though. There's been some high combos from both sides.
Yeah,
Atom
like
and Sonic have managed to get a few high combos. Ah, yes. Yorkspy, valiant effort for doing his best.
He just got a 35 combo on that stream on tap X,
just realized, I just realized he's tap Xing. Nice.
Yeah, what else is he gonna do? There's another 4th player. Yorkspy's team definitely has a bit of a lack in speed players and stamina players. That's pretty much the reason why Yorkspy has to come in there and be the sacrificial lamb.
Why did you have to say sacrificial lamb in a map that's called cattle decapitation?
I'm sorry, Yorkspy, you're gonna get sacrificed to the goat god.
Again though, Varvalian, just what is this almost 2k combo coming in with 98%? Another instance where we see players just being separated, but this just shows that there are players who are easily capable of playing maps like this, which are present in the grand finals. And that'll be another one for Teams Peng, 2-2. What's Peng's team gonna do to beat Teams Peng?
I mean, Approach 8 was looking pretty hot, so, and there's still 2 maps left. And thinking about Badu and Yorkspy, I think Approach 8 just fits them pretty well. I think Jen also wouldn't complain when they end up playing Approach 8. I think Jen would probably pick Approach 8 if it weren't for Peng's team being slightly better on it, just having more Approach 8 players. And you know, seeing Jen and Yorkspy duking it out on Approach 8, when they never get to play Approach 8 during the OWC, because if there's one team you know you have to ban something against, it's gonna be against Norway. You just ban Approach 8. If you don't, I don't know, you probably have to check your PayPal and see how much money you got for that, because...
If I'm not mistaken though, I think the first match that Norway played, I believe Silver Orbit was actually left open against them. I could be wrong, but I feel like I remember seeing a team not ban A-Raid against Norway, and I was just thinking, wait, what's going on? This isn't right.
Slightly questionable, yeah. And we get Hard Rock free from team. Oh no, Teams Peng is picking now. Oh, that was Peng's team's pick.
I know, it's very easy to confuse balls. It's fine. You'll understand eventually that Teams Peng is Teams Peng and Peng's team is Peng's team.
Understandably so. Also, I'm colorblind, so I can't tell these colors in chat apart apparently. Because the blue seems to be red and red seems to be blue.
Do you have reverse color blind or something like that? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I just inverted my colors, but only like the chat part.
Sometimes I wonder if that's actually being colorblind, or if that's just if there's another word for that. I don't know if there might be another word for that.
Hard Rock free. Kano, what can you tell us about this map? It's a Hollowings map.
It is a Hollowings map.
Thank you for your input. Alright, let's get right into the match.
I mean, we both said the same thing. That's what the map is. Come on, boys.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thanking you for your inputs. Let's just, don't make this so hard on us, Kano. We don't have to discuss and argue about everything.
I don't want to deal with you crying on stream. I've already had enough in map pooling. Let's get into this. This map is basically a map which is very focused on grid mapping, and just you'll see all sorts of like squares and straight line patterns, I guess. I'm very good at describing things, as you can tell.
Yeah, thank you for your input. This map is circles and sliders. There you go.
Oh,
have
wow.
the players play. Wonderful.
Definitely never seen a circle or a slider in my life before.
Nope. Wait, what does it say? Suppression, confusion? Oppression. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
So we do have a little bit of a roster switch up once again, seeing Badu, Recat come in for this one, as well as Crystal, I think, is a new addition. It's hard to pay attention to who's actually playing what. We're also seeing Cobra and Musty come back in for this one.
Yeah, Musty is a pretty good Hunter player. Cobra, I mean, surprisingly we didn't see him early. Oh, we didn't see DT maps. Yeah, understandably. Cobra's also getting his time to shine. Despite Musty or Yokespy being each team's captain, they don't really decide too much of what has to be picked, because in essence this is a team effort and everyone wants to have a bit of a go at these maps and have his time to shine. So while Yokespy might have to want to play Project 8 all the time, he did pick the Capital Decapitation map, and that definitely backfired. But he had Sonics in there, he played, Yokespy took the L for his team, tab-axed. Just about good fun.
I mean, it's a show match after all. We're just trying to showcase as many maps as we possibly can. It may go one-sided at some point, but right now we're pretty even, which is quite nice to see, especially when you have mixed teams from, all sorts of players from different countries just being specialized in something different.
Kano, I'm really disappointed by you right now, because this is not just any show match. This is a show match for 1 month of supporter. And if you try to downplay any more that the price of 1 month support and how important it is to these players, and I don't know, I think we're probably gonna have to replace you for the grand finals.
I'll have you know that 1 month of supporter is
1 month of supporter,
it's good.
Yes.
It's 1 month of supporter. It's good.
And if you sum it up, there's 8 players, it's in total 8 months supporter, which is greater than 1 month.
That is actually very true. That is very true. I mean, we're going to be giving away a total of 8 months of supporter for some of these players. And
that's more than a Klondike bar, that's one thing I can tell you. Zone of Seeing, not really. This map has been taking quite a few combos. It's a bit of a weird one, as you can see. I mean, half the map is already over. You see the grid mapping Some players getting decent combos, but it's pretty easy to miss on some of these patterns. Really close though, really close. Kobo's trying his best on Team's Peng with Musty on his side, Vavelion supporting, and Rairiku saying, wait, this is not a speed map, why am I in this one?
I mean, Rairiku is doing a really good job in terms of combo, but the accuracy isn't quite there. He's down by about 10% compared to most players. And that, you can tell, is making up a lot of score difference. Getting into one of the harder sections. We see a few players drop. Koba's going to be one to drop. Chaosless as well, but it's still high combos. Musty and Vavelion drop, and it's going to be going in favor of Peng's team.
Oh man, that's a lot of combos on Peng's team. But how is Team's Peng gonna respond? I mean, Rairiku, 700 combo. It's looking pretty hot.
That accuracy needs to change just a little bit, but I mean, combo game. He might pull something off. It really comes down to whether or not Recap, Badu, and Crystal all happen to miss. There are no combos for Team's Peng. Rairiku finds a break, and it's going to be all said and done. Peng's team will be taking this map. Badu also doing crazy things right now, as you can see on the screen. Very solid performance from Peng's team, managing to take that one 3-2. There's a lot of A on the screen.
Well, there's one B, and the B stands for better. 100%. Yeah, I mean, good performance by Peng's team. Pretty much trading picks around. But now Yorkspy, or rather, Peng's team is gonna pick. And what would you expect? I mean, last time they picked number 5. Maybe just they might alternate Project 8 and then some other map, which the rest of the team wants to play.
I think we really need to see Boot. Honestly, if there's one map we have to see, it is Boot.
Yes, yes. There's one specific.
I think
file.
there's a reason. There's a reason why we have to see Boot, isn't there? Yeah. Come on, guys. You wouldn't pick Boot now, would you?
Oh.
We wouldn't happen to just slip $10 into your PayPal now, would we?
No. That wouldn't happen. That would be rigging. That's not fair. That would completely compromise the fairness of this tournament and this show match. Because, you know, if you put $10 into someone's pockets and you win a supporter, I mean, that's worth, because 8 months support is more than $10. That's a worth exchange. I would be rigging into your favor, and that's not fair. So don't.
All we have to do is give $10 to a captain, and then they can get 3 months of supporter.
You're right. If they. Okay. I don't know what to say.
It's the big brain strategy. Come on. I mean,
yeah,
you got to accept the cash when it's there.
Yes, you can pay yourself with $10 and get 3 months of supporter. That's right.
All you've got to do is win to get the 1 month, and then use the $10 to get the 2 months. It's as simple as that.
Yes. That is an accurate statement.
Still waiting on Peng's team to pick Boot. And unfortunately there will be no Boot pick, but we are going to be getting into something even spicier than that, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm going to charge
Asia,
back
Guardian of the
that
Village.
donation. That's not Boot.
Charge back.
Yeah, time for chargebacking on PayPal. I didn't sign up for this. We were discussing Freemo 2. Yes, you were. I mean, obviously the PayPal donation did mention it.
Yeah, a lot of discussion involved around that. Do I want $10?
Maybe next round.
Maybe it's going to be the other team's opportunity to get $10. Maybe Peng's team wants it. Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Who picked this? Was it Peng's team?
Peng's team
It is
picked
Peng's.
it.
Yeah, it is
Team's
Peng's
Peng.
team's pick. Okay.
Team's Peng wants the $10.
I'm still
of it.
really confused. The colors are backwards again.
I know.
Well, at
I
least
know.
for Yorkspy it is.
And just open your eyes. It's so easy to tell. I don't know what you're doing here. But it's a normal 8 map, and you remember what happened on the
Just say
map
normal
showcase. A Project 8 map, normal 6. It's normal 8. I'm actually spawning the next year's rules. It's gonna be 8 no-mod maps and no hidden hard rock and double time maps. Because we figured everyone loved no-mod 6 so much this year, we're just gonna put in 3 no-mod 6 every round. And yeah, so we rebrand no-mod 7 and 8 to no-mod 6.1, 6.2 and 6.3. So we have 3 no-mod 6 maps.
Definitely did hear a lot of positive feedback about all of the No Mod 6 maps that we've used, especially Sonon, right, Foz? We heard a lot of good feedback about Sonon. A lot of people really loved it.
And next year, because people love Sonon so much, we're actually gonna put in Sonon again, breaking the rule of having 5 years between the same map pick in a row. Yeah. So, you know, this is all for the community, for the greater good of the community. And we take your feedback very seriously. And we hear you, we really do. And sometimes we need to break our own rules just to...
Where are you going?
I don't want to keep on going. This is actually hurting myself so much. I don't want to keep going. Kato, can you help me out? I just want to stop.
Alright, look, I'll try and say something that will fill the void that is whatever the No Mod 6 slot is, which is we'll do better next year.
I like that. It's a very vague statement. It's not saying how well you're gonna do or what you learned, but rather just we'll do better, right?
I mean, you said we take the feedback seriously, and we do, don't we? We take it pretty seriously. We don't change anything. It's all the same. People still complain about the same things, and we still do the same things. It's just human nature. I mean, have you not seen a situation where someone just bashes their head against a wall and hoping that they get a different result? No, you're always going to get the same result when you do that. You're always going to get a sore head.
It's a very, very accurate observation. You know, insanity is trying the same thing and expecting different results.
That's where I was going with that one. Thank you.
No problem. I got your back. Look, we've been map pulling for so long together, we just know what we mean.
You need to stop.
Yeah, it feels like we're an old couple at this point.
Can we just get back to the match, please, Foz?
Yeah, I mean, come on. This difficult is called Unmodified Girlfriend. If that's not fitting, then I don't know what is.
Well, hopefully it's going to be the players' scores on this map, because it is a bit of a slow section and we do have a bit of time for friendly banter.
Yeah,
Yorkspy and Chaoslet's actually going to be the first two to miss on that section.
Yeah, Yorkspy did FC this one for the showcase. Doesn't seem like an FC this time around. And we'll get into the first streams. Some slight stream jumps, Jen already missing, so pretty much the Approach 8 players you want to definitely take a look at. All missing.
I mean, you still got a lot of notable Approach Rate 8 players on there, and it's hard to say if they're all dedicated to Approach Rate 8 players. These are just good players, man. Everyone's like, oh, they can only play Approach Rate 8 or something like that, but it's just, these are just good players. It's so hard to actually call Approach Rate 8 like something specific nowadays, because it's just everyone just has everything ingrained into their skill sets.
Yeah, because even if you take this map and you set the approach rate to 9.3, something which is more comfortable, people will still miss on it. Not as much as it is on approach 8, but just the base map is difficult. And the approach 8 is just like enhancing that base map. While Hidden 2, for example, feels mostly like the approach rate is making the map really difficult. Because if it were a lot higher, you would see a lot more FCs, like by far. This map, it's just approach 8 plus whatever the skill set is requiring. And you see those 1/3, a lot of people missing. Kobo holding strong, missing as well, never mind. Bartek, missing on the stream jumps. Yorkspy, the only one holding so far on the hard part, but now comes the spike, and he gets it! Jesus Christ.
I mean, Yorkspy is showing us exactly why he was placed on the replay for this one in the showcase, but I mean, I want to point out as well, Cobra did have really, really solid accuracy coming into that stream, but he just happened to chain miss, unfortunately, dropping him all the way down to 95%. He was hitting at almost 99, which is pretty mental up until that point.
Yeah, Musty also hit the stream, as did GN, but they did miss early on, so they don't have a huge combo. But we're getting into a slow part, racking up a bit of that combo, and then right into the next stream section, which is slightly easier, followed by another really hard spike, which is gonna make or break this map. Yorkspy has a huge combo. If he wants to carry this, he needs to see until the end. He has an opportunity to do so, because his combo advantage is so gigantic. But is he gonna miss on the double stream on the top right corner? He did have a bit of issue with that pattern in practice mode.
I mean, so far he's looking to solo carry this one. He is just running away. Is he gonna do it?
The double stream is coming up. Oh,
And
he
does
missed
happen to
on
miss
it.
Crystal holds on through that though. Bartek and GN are up against a 400 combo from Crystal. On the space stream, everybody falls. Combos reset everywhere. There's no time. It's such a slight advantage, but Peng's team have the small combos that matter. Who would
Which
have
Peng is
thought
gonna win?
Who would have thought that you could call 80 combo or combo advantage from every player?
That's a huge combo advantage, because look at them running away with the lead. It's a 4k score advantage. Crystal is missing, which gives a little opportunity to Teams Peng. I mean, they still have 2x8 combo advantage. Chaos Lid's missing. A lot of misses at the end. 40,000 points in favor of Peng's team. Teams Peng just wasn't quite enough. Two misses. Two misses by Yorkspy.
That performance from Yorkspy is what got Peng's team that point right there, as you can see. But I mean, Crystal managed to hold on long enough as well throughout that hard section where a lot of people missed as well. But unfortunately, the chain misses from Teams Peng were not enough to take down Peng's team.
Yeah.
And once again, we have on the screen. Just a whole bunch of A ranks.
Professional commentator, by the way.
It feels like you know, you're opening up your mouth to like have a doctor inspect it, you know, like when you have to just say
Or
one of those situations.
Where Yorkspy was screaming after missing that double stream. Because he did combo through that disgusting stacking stream into spaced and then a square pattern. He did hit that part.
That was pretty much the difference maker. I mean, that's what set Yorkspy apart from the rest on that map.
Yes, he screamed on the double stream. That's what makes him as a player.
If I'm being honest, if I was playing this map, I'd probably do the exact same thing.
Yeah, just because of pain though.
I must admit, I'm still a little bit sad that we haven't had a chance to see Boot yet, but we will be getting into Mirage Garden, which is just as spicy. I mean, I said this last time, but it honestly is just as spicy. We saw this played in the last match, and we saw some pretty incredible performances from players all across the board. The fact that people were just like calling this one of the hardest maps in the pool, and I mean, it probably is one of the harder maps in the pool, but just still showing such strong performances on it.
In general,
Like,
I think it's hard to really say which map is the hardest map in the pool. I think most people tend to gravitate towards harder 2, but it's still up to debate for a lot of people, right? And that's, I think, the beauty of just how difficult some of these maps are. You definitely see I guess the main focus of skill sets for some of these players arguing for different things, which are truly the hardest maps. And that at least gives some of these, not really one-trick ponies, I would say, but rather just these focused skill set players to really discuss about which map is truly the hardest one.
All of the maps are the hardest one for us. That's how the Grand Finals pool works.
No, the tiebreaker is the hardest map because it's the hardest star rating.
Yeah.
Easy.
You're right.
That's
You're
the
right.
answer. There's nothing else to talk
You know what?
about.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're actually so smart. Your brain has just
Thank you.
expanded 10.
I know, 7.56 stars is larger than everything else. It's gotta be the hardest map. Got it.
I'm proud of you. You've done really well on this day, pointing out the obvious.
Thank
Or
you.
maybe the not so obvious.
Exactly, because, you didn't mention it. So?
Yep, I definitely did forget that star rating exists.
Yep.
There must be a reason why I'm 4-digit now.
Exactly. And there's a reason why you're not playing for Australia in this ODC.
Come on, man. Come on. I'm crying.
I'm sorry, I hurt you where it hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's alright. We won't see 4s on Team Austria ever again.
Okay, listen
Our
here, buddy.
4's nice and washed up.
All right, let's listen here, buddy. You're right. Yeah, yes, I'm not gonna play.
It's alright, we're just trading blows at this point. The same way that the teams are kind of trading picks, you know?
Yep. And you know, sometimes you gotta make it spicy, and I think this is a really good spicy pick for this match. Which players would you really like say these players are people to look out for this map? I would say Mouse Easy is definitely gonna be an interesting one.
All of them.
All of them. Okay, yeah, just
Every player is amazing in their own way.
yes, exactly. Badu is definitely gonna have an SS on this map because he's really good at high BPM streams.
Yeah, I actually heard that from a friend.
You did?
Yeah, someone told me that Badu was really good at high BPM streams. I'm not sure which friend that was. I think maybe it was one of the friends that usually lies to me, but I'm not sure.
I hope he's not a friend anymore because I wouldn't want to have that type of friend telling me stuff like that. But yeah, Mouse Easy is gonna be interesting to watch out for. Musty, pretty good accuracy player, and he likes his spin control. Badu probably gonna double tap some of the longer streams on this map. But otherwise, oh yeah, Chien. How could I forget Chien? He actually had the replay for the map pool showcase and got a slide break on it.
I was sitting there waiting for you to point his name out. I was like, hold on, pause. There might be someone you're forgetting. Did you forget who did the replay?
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting pretty old for this game. Alzheimer's already kicking in pretty hard.
Yeah, see, this thing happens at what, 23 now?
Yeah, I'm kind of balding already. Getting Alzheimer's. Sorry.
I mean, I'm
But at least I'm
25
getting
and that
my
hasn't
pension
happened to
next-
me yet, so I'm all good. Oh yeah, true. Pension.
Yeah, I'm getting my
date,
pension
that's
next
nice.
year. I did my hours this year with the map holding, so I just worked for my pension. Yeah. I'm getting paid 2 oath chats each year.
Not to mention the supporter as well.
Oh yeah, don't forget the supporter. That's the best part of the deal. It's like a freebie. You know, screw the oath chats. The supporter's where it's at.
We're visibly seeing some players double tap through some of these streams. York's Pie and Badu, particularly, seeming to have a pretty good time on a map like this.
Yeah, the one thing I like is that Yoke Spies, because he's the first player in the entire tonic line, like his hit sounds are the loudest. And I just heard it on that stream, like the double tapping hit sounds. I love it.
Wait a minute, was that a stream? I thought there was a single tap section.
Oops, my mistake. Well, I guess that's why he's
Crikey.
not playing in this tournament anymore. And Misty is currently also holding a really good combo for Peng's team. Sonic's right behind him. Would be a shame if something were to happen to that, would it?
Yeah, I think it might be a shame. But they're managing to hold on. A lot of these players are actually holding on to really nice combos at the moment. Sonic's Mistia, Mouse Easy, all almost approaching 4 digit, and Mistia also in the 4 digits at the moment. Sonic's does happen to drop.
Was still a pretty good combo. It seems to be mostly the accuracy being the huge difference here. Because Yogspy and Badu both have issues with the speed of this map.
You can tell the accuracy is actually making a huge difference in terms of the score, because you've got to keep in mind that 30% of the score does make up accuracy. Mouse Easy just dominating through this. Misty did actually find a break in the end, unfortunately dropping that 1k combo, but Mouse Easy just showing dominance.
Yeah.
Actually was also claiming to be sick. I mean, obviously he probably is, but it's just the fact that he's sick
Yeah, I
and
mean,
able to
that's
pull
a
this
pretty
kind of
sick
stuff off.
play.
Like, what's
Oh, still up, come on.
Alright, I'll give you that. The opportunity was there.
Yep, the opportunity was there. I took it, but you know, pretty good team effort by Teams Peng. Peng's team just not quite there, getting the double B. Bah, yeah, that's a cattle decapitation if I've ever seen one. All right, let's just ignore that and keep on going for the next pick, please.
What is it with you and cattle decapitation when we have
I don't know, I
sacrificial
love it,
lambs
Dave.
playing high BPM? Come on, man.
I love the name.
Anyway, getting into the next one, it's going to be Peng's team's pick. What are they going to do against Teams Peng? What is the next step? Are we going to see some boot coming out? Because I think that's where we need to go.
Yeah.
I think they just need to put the boot on and run away with this.
Boot could be cool. Also, Fremont 1. I reckon Fremont 1 could be picked. You know, I mean, KTGC got such a wonderful map for us. It'd be a shame if it weren't picked. Oh, talk of the devil. Guess my PayPal donation came through right on time. And yeah, KTGC map. Kano, another question to you, since we haven't done this twice before, right? I haven't asked you about any maps yet, so tell me about this map, Kano.
I forgot. No, I'm kidding. I remember this map actually. This map is a map, and yeah, I think there's circles on it, but it is really, really weird. I'm glad I'm helping.
It's a weird map. Okay, good. Thank you for your input, Kano. It's wonderful. Can you at least tell us something about the pre-mod rules of this tournament? You know, it's all the grand final rules. Yeah, I mean, you did something with the rules, didn't you? I mean, weren't you part of that?
So, the free mod rules are that a player must play with hidden only, and a player is also having to play with hard rock or hidden hard rock. So you're going to have 2 players on each side who have to play one of the unfavorable mods for a map like this. And this map is CS 5.3 Approach Rate 8. So you're either playing Approach Rate 8 on hidden, with all sorts of just tricky aim and streams, like wiggle streams, zigzag streams, if you want to call them that. And then you've got precision on the other hand with like CS, I think it's 6.89.
Yep.
So you've got the tiniest circles that you ever see on the screen. It's like O Super Ants, obviously. That's the trending joke that we always see. And then, you know, they're going to have to play those jumps and those wiggles on a small circle size, which is already a challenge in itself. So it's going to basically, you know, you're going to have the trade-off of being able to read the map better, but having the harder task in terms of aiming and being precise on it.
Yeah, I like how you completely got the CS on hard rock right, but you're just getting all the maps wrong. I just don't know a lot of the maps. You know, this is why we put Kano on the map building team. He's very specific and detailed when it comes to these types of things, but the rest he just doesn't care. That's why their pulls are like they are. Good job, Kano.
Excuse me, Fours. They are very good pulls. We made them. All right, we made them.
I made you. Talking to the pool. Yeah, this is it's one of those SHK maps from KTG. So if you know them, well, pretty much you know what to expect. Some of these wiggle streams and a KTG map. I mean, if you haven't seen them in tournaments, you probably haven't watched a lot of tournaments.
I mean, we've always talked about KTG maps where it's like his mapping style is so interesting sometimes. It's like some of the note placement is just very odd. It almost looks like, in some instances, it almost looks like a first person's map, but because it's KTG, he's like, you know, it's a style. But I mean, it is a style. Like you see a lot of these maps being played and being ranked and being very popular for a reason. Like, I personally find a lot of the maps very fun just because, you know, they're very different. It gives something completely different in the game, which is something that is nice to see every once in a while, you know. Instead of playing like conventional maps all the time, you get a bit of spice every once in a while.
Yes, Kano, hit me up with that first map experience.
Alright, man. Not quite first map experience, but you know what I mean.
Yes. Yeah, it's a wonderful map. Old style inspired, I would say. It also has just a box standard KTG map. We do see a bunch of good scores from that for now, which is Yoke's fine, 99.5% accuracy. Probably not gonna slide a break on these sliders, right? Right? Yeah, he's not. Okay.
You know what's also great about this map is that you actually get an opportunity to see GN play this with hidden, because in the replay he did say GN in brackets would rather play this with hidden.
I was about to mention the same thing because I was like, hey, Chin is also playing this on Hidden. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter because Voodoo is currently stealing the show. And he might actually get this for his team if he keeps on comboing, but oh, Chaoslit's missed, which means advantage gonna be in Team's Peng favor. 5k points
Team's
of
Peng
difference.
only just managing to hold on to that one despite Battery's performance at the end of that map. They did enough. They managed to hold on. Some of the hard rock players actually struggling quite a little bit with this map, but to be fair, we do have a lot of, you know, hidden focus players, or just lower pro trait players in this map in general. So it's really hard to tell whether or not this is like a super balanced map based on the fact that, you know, you've got a lot of dominant players on this type of map, but
yeah, I think Reedcat was probably just a player having to swap in. Chaoslitz probably hasn't played the map before, really, or hasn't warmed up that much because he watched the match we had before this show match. We also have just really good hidden players on both sides, so it might skew things around. Cobra also getting a really good normal score, by the way, just saying. And it's 4-4, it's equal. I'm getting a déjà vu here, currently.
it's almost like these two teams are the same team. Or at least when you look at the name, you would think that, but they're not actually the same team. Believe it or not, it's Peng's team and Team's Peng.
Kano, I want a prediction from you. Which team do you think can win? Which team do you think is gonna win?
I think Team's Teng can win.
You think Team's Peng is gonna win?
No. Peem's Teng.
Team's Teng. Oh, okay. I would say Peng is gonna win. That's my prediction.
Which team?
Peng is gonna win, Kano.
Team?
No, Peng is gonna win. Peng with a team in the name. Peng and team. Yes. Both of these things are in the team's name. That's who.
Alright, man. Come on, you're confusing me. Can we say which team?
The team with Peng in the name is gonna win.
But what about the team with the team in the name?
Yeah, that one too, right? The team with Peng and team in the name is gonna win.
Alright, I think we figured it out.
We cracked the code.
The team with Peng. The team with Peng. That's the one.
Yep, the team with Peng in the name is gonna win. That's an easy prediction right there. Thank you, my name is Venom GeForce, and I was glad casting with you.
Are you signing off after that?
Yes, I'm signing off. I don't want to continue after that. I'm done.
I love how this cast is just completely different from what it's going to be like after
You know, this actually is literally our map polling session, just as a cast.
It's crazy how you have the map pooling voice chat just broadcasted live on stream.
Yeah, I
don't worry, guys. Tomorrow I'll be completely different. It'll be all back to normal. You can have your regular casting. It's fine.
Right, Kano. Yeah, that's what I think too. Sure. Sure.
No banter at all. No banter.
Nope. 100% serious cast tomorrow. Or today, depending on where you're from. But yeah, actually a map has been picked, Kano, if you haven't noticed yet. Good job casting. I hope you're not gonna miss any map picks tomorrow.
You are also sitting in the caster set, section. English
is the cast. Yeah. The caster
I'm
session.
definitely losing brain cells. Yeah. Man.
This is not instead of map polling sessions, we currently have caster sessions. Wonderful. And we do have DT2, which was a map picked in one of the last map pool sessions of the year for LVC. Has been edited quite a bit down from the original map by Lucent. This map is the 230-ish BPM stream map. Mostly stamina based, but there is a really tricky finger control part in the middle, which goes double quad stream, double quad stream, double quad stream. And it's almost like it's one completely, like a really long stream. And that's the part where most people are probably gonna miss, and I don't know why Yogspace is playing this map. Yeah. Yogspace is playing this map. Alright, great job, Teams Peng, for getting your 5th point of the match.
Probably going to be seeing a lot of double tapping or just tap Xing in general.
You're
I
right,
think
you can
Peng's
double
team is
tap
struggling
that
to
hard.
find a fourth. They are struggling to find a fourth for some of these maps. But yeah, as you mentioned, a lot of that quad double section is going to be really nasty. We didn't get a chance to see it played in the last match, I don't believe. But if this does happen to get played in the grand finals match, or the next show match actually, you'll obviously get an opportunity to see more people and then see how they would play it. I think in the World Cup, like obviously people are going to be practicing really hard for this map in particular, but I think we actually saw, we saw it banned.
Yeah, it was banned.
South Korea match, yeah. So maybe we might see that being banned once again when they do face the United States.
Yeah, this map, Bartek is gonna be pretty good on it, might miss on the fin control section, everything else should be fine for him probably. Vavelian is also a really good player on it. Rairiku, just a stream player from Nomad 5. I mean, thankfully he's finally in for another stamina map. We didn't quite see what Yokespy was writing, probably, please, why am I in this map? Which makes sense, because what would be the alternative? Badu? Not quite the best choice next to Yokespy either, right? That's why I said Peng's team definitely has speed disadvantage compared to Team's Peng. Yeah,
You could have just set the team with Peng in it. I would have
the
understood.
team with Peng in it has a disadvantage compared to the team with Peng and Team in it.
This is actually starting to get kind of confusing now.
It's not confusing. You just look at the screen, you see Sonic's seeing, and then you look at the other screen, you see, you see Vavelian seeing, also Bartek right behind him, and then you saw as well. That's the only thing you need to know, and you need to know that everyone is gonna break right now.
Yeah, this is the section which really pushes a lot of finger control and stamina. As you can see, a lot of quads and doubles. Denny and Nezar is still holding on. Bartek and Vavelian have fallen to this section. Denny Nezar does actually find a break in the end. All players dropping all over the place. This is a really rough section. But to be fair, it is something that requires a lot of stamina, which is something that I wouldn't have expected players to go too hard to warm up for a show match like this. So you could probably expect different results if this were to be played in OWC, but I'm not sure. We might actually see it being banned again.
We're gonna see a lot of misses from now on, because you literally get no break from the first stream to the fin control part to this one. You have no break. So right now stamina is just kind of dying on every player's mind. You see Bartek struggling a bit, he's trying his best, cursor shaking, arms are heavy, mouth spaghetti, and Vavelian and Bartek, the only ones holding really through that end combo on Team's Peng's side. While on the other side you see Eternum trying his best. Still pretty obvious lead by Team's Peng, having more speedy and stamina heavy players.
Yeah, those high combos coming in from Vavelian, Denny and Nezar and Bartek at the beginning definitely basically took that one away. They just they won that by a cab.
A cab. That's a cab.
That is a cab. It's also ab on the other side as well, if you look at it.
Abacab.
Abacab. Sounds like you're saying abracadabra almost. We need to get an R in there somewhere.
Yeah, also can we get Yokes for the other team, then we can get Abacaba?
Are we, like, what is going on in this cast? Are we even speaking English at this point anymore?
No, look, I'm a European, I don't speak English. You've just been imagining me speaking English. Well, yeah, it's something to be expected by Yokespy not performing too well on the map. He will see sacrificial cattle for his team, yes? Oh, Hin won. Now, this is a pick Yokespy can finally shine on again, because Yokespy did see this one for the map pool showcase.
Have we actually seen any of the players who got a replay full combo so far, though? I don't think we've seen any full combos. I mean, to be honest, it's not expected in a one-try situation, but especially if you haven't warmed up that much. But nonetheless, it is an opportunity for Yokespie to shine, but he did actually seemingly get this replay very quickly. I remember actually sending him the map, and it was basically done within 10 minutes, so there was that.
Yeah, thank you, Yokespie, just kind of flexing on us, being like, yep, I got a replay after 10 minutes. Yep, thank you. He also got the wonderful number 6 replay and on an FC, which, you know, that one he had to try a lot more on, but he still performed really well. Like, he was the sole carrier of his team. This one might look the same, but I think this one might be a bit more coin flippy. As in, it's really short, and if you miss once on the hard part, your score is just halved. There's no way you're getting a lot of score on it. Because there's a bit of downtime, you get like 400 or 300 combo for free, and then you get into the hard part, and if you miss right at the beginning, your score's just not gonna be looking pretty hard.
We did happen to see a lot of players also drop their combos in the early section, which was a bit of a surprise in the last match, but nonetheless, they did perform the way they did. There's a couple of solid scores in that one.
Alright, is this a map for Peng's team? Probably. I would definitely give the advantage to Peng's team. They have Yokespie, who's really good at this map. I mean, he got the FC in 10 minutes. Badu, I mean, if you talk about alternating, Badu, hello, it's pretty straightforward. Crystal is a pretty good player from China and is really good at alternating. He maps also a lot of alternating. So yeah, and he sees his own alternate maps. If that's not a case for someone who can alternate pretty well, then I don't know, I guess no one is good at alternating then.
Yeah, I played beside Crystal and I know the things that Crystal can do. Crystal is just insanely consistent overall. I mean, they were pretty much in for every single map in the tournament draft that I played in with them. I was playing in the Suiji community tournament. We managed to win that one, but Crystal was just like hands down one of the star players as well. Along with Idki, for obvious reasons, but
yes,
I've seen the things that Crystal can do and I know that they should be able to perform pretty well on a map like this.
Mystia, okay. I mean, gonna be fine, probably not the best choices. It's not his type of map, probably, but it's solid. He's probably gonna get a decent score on it. If he gets an FC on it, props to Mystia. Yeah, I definitely like the Peng's team warm-up a little bit more than the Team's Peng warm-up lineup, not the warm-up. We don't have any warm-ups this time around. Also, if anyone wondering, there's also gonna be a second show match right after this one, so stay tuned for that. You won't be hearing us anymore though. We're gonna have to sign off after this. And you know, I think after this match you probably heard us enough for the rest of the year. You probably don't want to hear us anymore. Especially me.
Especially you, Force.
Wait, no, actually, yeah, you're gonna hear Kano in the Grand Finals. So, yeah, whoa, Kano's gonna commentate again.
Yay, Kano casting, woo, amazing.
Wow.
Anyway, getting into this map, we actually have seen a couple breaks early from Musty and Bartek, which was a bit of a surprise. The map pretty much starts from this point, I would say. I mean, it's still a little bit of free combo for some of the players, but this is some of the parts where you'll expect some misses coming in.
Like from Mystia. And Bartek. And Musty. And Badu, apparently. And another miss by Mystia. Not looking too hot for Peng's team currently, because we're gonna get into a tough part right about now. Actually, no, it's too complicated.
They've seen a few combos drop on their side, but they are holding on. It's pretty much going to be dependent on who holds onto this really hard section as we do get into that. Crystal finds a break early, along with Musty as well.
GN
trading misses. Crystal having all sorts of trouble with this part. Now Cece finding a couple breaks. Misty are dropping as well. Yokespie and GN. It's pretty much a battle between the two of them. GN holds on. Yokespie does drop in the end, and Team's Peng is going to be running away with this. Bartek also managed to combo through that as well, along with Badu, who, I mean, as much as he's there, the combo isn't enough. Bartek finds a break on pretty much absolutely nothing, along with GN as well. think he was probably a little bit nervous after hitting that section or something. Couldn't blame him, to be honest. That is a wild section to combo through.
That's a hot combo by Chien there. Finally flexing on his younger brother on the Norwegian side.
It's going to bring Teams Peng up 6-4.
Against
Once
Peng's
again,
team.
Yeah, once again, the team with Peng in it is just doing really well.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty obvious from the get-go that Peng is gonna win. I mean, if anyone didn't expect this, then I'm not really... I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I guess you should just listen to some analysts more than you should listen to yourself.
Now, I might have said this once, but I think there's a map called Boot. It's a pretty good map. I think a lot of people like it.
Yeah, it's a
song.
map in the pool.
It is a map. Yep, it does exist within the pool.
Yeah.
It could potentially be the last map, but we're not sure yet. We are at match point.
I love it. Yep, that's not Boots. So, Kenny, you wanna tell us something about Boot? Which is not the map being played right now? What's cool about Boot? And why is Boot not being played?
There's still hope. There's still hope. We all want to see Boot. We will get the Boot. Whether it's now, whether it's in the next show match, or perhaps even in the grand finals.
Yeah, I think
we will get Boot. Mark my
I think
words.
we just screwed up when it came to organizing this show match. If we really wanted Boot, we should have asked Shu.
You're right, we really needed Shu in for this one. You can't have Boot without Shu.
That's the synergy, the Shu Boot synergy. And we missed it, we missed a really obvious synergy. We apologize, this is the first time we're doing this type of show match, and we're gonna try to do it better. Feel free to give us feedback after the show match to tell us how much we screwed up. But yeah, Holy Orders, we did see it early on in the South Korea versus UK match. And we did see some really insane performances, like I think Spare was assessing up to 600,000 points on Nomad. Well, getting good accuracy on Nomad isn't too hard, assessing still is pretty hard. Because you just gotta stay on point for the patterns. But generally, hacking this should not be too hard. It's mostly missing or getting a 300. OD7 is not quite the OD, which you would expect accuracy players to shine on. On Hard Rock, it's a different story. On Hard Rock, hacking, you will probably see like a 98% and 97% most of the time.
Yeah, Hard Rock definitely makes this a lot easier to read, but in terms of the aim requirement, it's not an easy task at all. And then you've also got to consider some of the higher speed sections as well. Getting through that with Hard Rock is really, really nasty. You have to be able to play both Hard Rock and Speedy Hard Rock. But the rest of the map should be pretty straightforward as well if you're playing Hard Rock. As you mentioned, OD7 is pretty low. This is pretty much going to be a map which is heavily focused around combo for the most part. A lot of accuracies should be relatively high on a map like this, but it also depends on the modification that they're using and whether or not the player is just comfortable on a map like this.
Yeah, and we do see GN going for the hidden. Yoxby also answering with the hidden, but GN said the moment I gave him this map and I gave him pretty much the free mode pool, he said putting anything else than hidden on this map is a disgrace. So GN, let's see how well you do on this. Really old map, I mean this is kind of his style. Would be a shame if you wouldn't have seen it, right? Would be a shame if you were to break right about now. Okay, that doesn't. Okay, that's I tried my best for 5 bucks, that's the best I can do. I'm sorry.
Clearly you need to up your curse-entating game. I mean, you got to learn from the master, man. I've cursed so many players in this tournament without even intending to do so.
And without
It's
even
like-
being the
it's-
commentator. Oh, there we go. It's just a bit delayed. And that's a stream delay. My cursor was transferring over the seas or under the seas right to Norway and getting into miss. Took a while, sorry. Now with a laser it's fixed. The laser cursors are gonna be a lot more responsive. So please feel free to wait for laser.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of people talking about, like, you know, what's the big surprise? And we had a lot of hype between, like, is it going to be laser? Unfortunately, we're not that far into the future. It's got a bit of time before then. But
You know what I would have loved if we just had the announcement and we were like, okay, what is it gonna be? Is it gonna be a laser reveal? Is it gonna be teams? Is it gonna be something cool? No, it's gonna be a banner plug, and then we just plug the banner with like some video, and then we just sign off. It would have been great, I think.
nothing like
just-
going with the sellout strategy.
It's just going
That's the
full
best.
sellout. I love it.
That's the best way. I mean, I think a lot of people were sort of expecting some sort of like Laser 2 announcement for some reason, but I think it's just because like that's the trend at the moment. Every other game or game company is just like,
Yeah.
let's just announce a 2 of our game.
Oh, also, please just ignore the match for a second. We see Coffee subscribing with Twitch Prime. Wonderful. He gets a Peppy Pants, and you can finally build the Peppy perhaps if someone has tier 2 or tier 3 or tier 1 subscription. And Coffee, obviously being the mad lad he is, showing everyone how it's done, just like in the match he played, getting some wonderful performances, some really cool carry performances. I think if there's not a better choice and time and place to subscribe, it would be now. Build that Peppy.
I gotta admit, watching Carthy play that No Mod 5 map, the alternate map, the latte map, it was
That's
just,
No Mod
it
4.
was... oh, No Mod 4, my mistake,
No,
sorry.
map pull selector, by the way.
Selected, by the way. Watching him play that map was just insane. I mean, like, afterwards you look at the score and it's like, wait, he 20 missed it. But it's like, just watching the stuff that he comboed through at the end was just insane, man. Like, I was screaming, I was like, he's hitting the wiggle, he's hitting the wiggle! Or the zigzag part, rather.
Oh, look at these players. These players are hitting the wiggle, even though it's not as wiggly as some of the other maps. Jian did get a break, a delayed break, but did get a bit of combo afterwards. And just the team effort of Team Spang gave them enough points for the point of this map. And it's gonna be, well, it was the match point, and it's gonna be Team Spang's win. Thank you, Coffee, for ruining this moment.
It was pretty obvious that the team with Peng in it was going to win, right?
Yeah.
We knew that from the start. We knew the second that we saw Peng, they were going to win. But nonetheless, that was a pretty close match. 7-4. Teams Peng does take that one away.
Congratulations to Team Peng. So unfortunately, Peng's team, it wasn't enough. We still have a bit to go until the next show match. Maybe we can ask the players to play a tiebreaker just for fun.
Oh, we might actually be getting into boot.
Or maybe we're getting right into...
We're getting boot for fun. No, you don't need tiebreaker. We already saw a tiebreaker with such an intense match. And it just...
No one can top that.
I'm still speechless from that. I don't think anyone can top that. But we are, however, going to see boot. Which
are we going to see
that.
boot?
It might just top that.
Oh, also congrats to Team Peng for the 1 month support, which obviously was the focus of this show match. Who cares about people flexing? It's 1 month of support. And you can also get it if you buy it. There's no giveaway, unfortunately, but you can buy it if you get money, right? Also, you can subscribe to the Twitch channel to get Peppy Pants. It's not quite 1 month of supporter, so it's not quite as good, but hey, it's a Peppy Pants.
Yeah, I mean, you could make Peppy Pants and then put a boot under it. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
I gotta admit, like, having the boot right at the knee, you've either gotta have some, like, really, really long boots, or maybe you just have very stumpy short legs. I'm not quite sure which one it is in this instance.
Like, if you have very, very short legs, I think that's the moment. It's your time to shine. Get those boots and the Peppy Pants. Have your boots right up to... Okay, let's get right into boot. Let's ignore everything else now. I already feel dumb just talking about it. at least we got Boot, right? That's the only positive thing about this, is that we have Boot being played.
Exactly. I mean, you can't go wrong with Boot being played. There would be no other reason for Boot to be played, right?
Yes.
Well, not to mention as well, the difficulty of this map is difficulty.
Yep.
So I think that kind of speaks for itself of what kind of map this is.
Exactly. It's a difficulty, and it's a map with circles and sliders, and not just any sliders. This is the one important thing about this map. It has sliders, and one specific slider is very important to look at. We'll have to see it pretty soon. Once we see it, you guys will notice exactly what we're talking about. But yeah, we're currently just trying to bridge the time a little bit towards the next showcase, which is gonna happen in about 19 minutes. So we'll see boots, maybe some banter, maybe, who knows, maybe we also see a tiebreaker for now. But it's just a bit of bridge timing, so if you bridge the time, so if you wanna, I don't know, take a break, get something to drink, get something to eat for the next showcase, right about now, I mean, should be a good time. I mean, 19 minutes, that's long enough. Put a pizza in your oven for 30 minutes down the line, it's gonna be done right up for the next showcase, or show match actually. It's not a map pull showcase, it's actually a match because there's no map pulls anymore. I still feel wrong talking about show matches and not cases.
Yeah, I must admit there is one thing that makes me sad, and it is the fact that we don't get to do any more showcases until next year. But we do get to do show matches, so there is that.
Yeah.
But this map, Boot, is really, really hard, by the way. I think a lot of people kind of know that it's a really hard map. It's a free mod map, obviously, as you can see, where one player has to run Hard Rock and another player is forced to run Hidden only. So either of those two mods are not very favorable, and even no mod is a bit of a tough time on a map like this. As you can see, there's a few players having a little bit of trouble with a couple of misses coming in.
Oh, that's an unfortunate miss by Valiant. Right, missing the last note of the stream. Pretty good accuracy on Hard Rock. Reedcat, once again, he's pretty much just playing the show match to be the sacrificial cattle.
I'm tired of it. It needs to stop.
No, I think it's a wonderful phrase, and I will keep on using it until the end of time.
You and your cattle decapitation.
And I will be damned if I don't have one single cattle being mentioned next year in order to see. Oh!
But I think that there might be something happening here.
Is it? Wait. Are you guys seeing this?
Wait a minute.
Wait. The sliders?
It wouldn't happen now, would it?
It wouldn't happen, would it? Oh! What's that?
It just happened to be an OWC slider. What's that doing there?
I don't know. That's a surprise. It's like we didn't expect it to be there. And it's pretty much not the only reason why we kind of push for Boot to be played.
And that wouldn't be the reason, no. I think honestly, like, we'd offer the viewers something more, which is clearly Boot. Boot is in itself is just really, really good. It's not just because there's an OWC slider in it.
Exactly. It has circles in it, more sliders. Next to the OWC sliders, there's more than one slide in the map, which is good. And we have players playing the map. So we do have a lot more to offer than just an OWC slider.
I like how, like, we have to simplify this. It's almost like you're simplifying it for, you know, like a 4-year-old child.
I'm not simplifying it. This is literally what it is.
Alright, man.
This is how I pool. This is a map with circles and sliders.
Oh wait, yeah, I should have known this, of course. This is how you pool.
Hey, look, what are you trying to say here, Kano? Are you saying that my pooling is inferior to your way of pooling?
Yes.
Alright, Kano's an asshole,
nice
won't be
day.
working with him anymore. Thank you, Kano, for your time. Thank you. See you, hopefully you're lucky and hopefully you're lucky in your future endeavors, yeah. Because I'm not gonna see you anymore soon. In the next
This is
year.
your way of letting go.
Yep, this is
Once
this is my
again,
way
Teams
of-
Peng does take it away, though, making it 8-4.
8-4, congratulations to Teams Peng getting another point over the maximum points available. Maybe we can like draw a star up there with like paint. You know, they deserve the 8 star, right? I mean, that's pretty cool. Getting 8 points in a match where it's best of 7 or like first to 7. I mean, Team Spang, congratulations for having that happen for the first time in ODBC history. Who would have expected?
Well, yeah, they won that one 8-4. Well done to Teams Peng. Obviously, the team with Peng would always win, but that was a given. We saw that, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
They won by a convincing margin, 8-4. They managed to actually break past the best of 13 amount.
And now we'll break past right into the next show match. And as you can see it on the screen, it's gonna be Canada versus USB? Is it gonna be an AIM.exe on USB?
2.0, 3.0, what's going on here?
Yeah, like what's the speed here? Is it Type-C for fast charging, or is it just 3.0, like the standard one? I mean, we'll have to see. You guys have to wait for this one, because that's gonna be a banger. As in, why weren't people missing on the last show match? Like, why were North Americans just missing? We had some South Americans, yeah, we had North Asian and stuff like that, but we didn't have any North Americans. And this is the reason why. We do have Canada versus United States B team. A team with every US player who didn't make the A team, so they're in the B team. That's the best I got. That's what you're getting.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I mean, as you can see, that's not a roster that is the United States, right? It's a different United States. We're seeing Xarius, Beastroll, Fengzi, Monko2K, Kablaze, Taquito, Taibai, and I'm a Fancy Lad coming in for the showcase. As you can see on the other side, they're going to be facing off against Canada. There was kind of just a little bit of a random talk between which team they'd be facing off, and obviously since like both being North American teams, it just makes it easier for scheduling purposes and all sorts of things like that. But there's going to be a bit of a swap out as well for the Canadian side. We have Zudinator coming in, and I believe there is also Eddie stepping in. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. They're going to be trading out for 2 of the players from the Canadian roster this year, seeing as there's time and availability issues. But it's going to be pretty much Canada versus the secondary United States team, and you're going to witness that on the grand finals pool very shortly.
Right. Early on, we had the big question, what would happen on a match where there's no country limit really present in a WC match? And this one's the next question, the next big question people are asking. So, the US is pretty dominant, right? And we see a lot of good players just not being put into the USA team. So how good is the USA, like a team full of the misfits, like the people who didn't quite make it in for the USA team? Really, like how good are they? Can they perform? Are they like the second best ODC team, or are they just like middle of the pack? And I think, you know, Canada being a pretty good team this year around, I think that's a good level to kind of match and try to match and see how good they are, and we'll get a few more answers for this show match. There are some really good players in the USB team you have to really take care of, which is Fireby, for example. He was in a 1v1 tournament against Bubbleman, and I think they played the bracket reset and got to tiebreaker once. And Fireby just FC'd so many good maps and just had insane performance. I think that was probably the match of his life.
If you guys didn't get a chance, if you guys didn't get a chance to see that 1v1 matchup between Bubbleman and Taibai, you really, really need to go and search it up. The Yaz Summer Cup match between the 2 of them, I believe that went to 2 tiebreakers in a bracket reset.
Yeah, it's I think it was 1 tiebreaker and then 1 like almost tiebreaker or something along the lines of that. Yeah, it was insane. And if you think this year's performance of Blind Tuner being insane, of seeing the normal 1 map 7.4 stars, you should have seen that 1v1 Fireby, and seeing the normal 1 map, which was 7.8 stars, twice. And Bubbleman was right behind him. Like, that was an insane match. And there's a lot of cool players in the USB team, which, you know, maybe you can see them next year in the USA team.
Yep, I mean, there's going to be a few players from the United States side who probably will be stepping down, so it might leave a few slots up in the air. There might be a few of these players playing for United States A. But yeah, this is the team that has been drafted for this matchup. It's going to be interesting to see how the two North American teams do fare against each other.
Yep. And on the other side, we see Aza. The one thing I want to see is Kettle, Decapitation, and Aza playing it on Tab X. Just because I want to see Kettle Decapitation, to be honest. That's the only reason. Don't have more motivation.
That is not a good sentence in context.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, if you, that's a really bad
context
way to
matters.
put it. Yes, context matters. I agree. I am not in favor of cattle decapitations in general. I mean, sure, if you need food for it or something, or if you're a shepherd, whatever. But please don't decapitate kettles. Please just click circles. Also, Peter, I'm sorry. Don't message me. I don't wanna donate again. But yeah, the next match is gonna be in just a few moments. We see a lot of people getting ready for this, and we also are gonna see a caster swap, which, you know, they'll join soon. Maybe sooner than later. Maybe later than soon.
Hopefully soon. Not too long. I mean, it's still another 8 minutes until we'll be ready for this match.
8 minutes indeed. Well, for now, you guys take a break, get something to drink, something to eat, whatever you want. This is the next show match of the day, the second one, and I think I'm gonna spoil it. It's gonna be the last show match of the day. After that, we still have things to come, which is the grand finals match. Not quite after this one. There's a long break between that. At 3 UTC, we do have the grand finals match happening. And who would expect it? It's gonna be Dolan commentating with Kano. Kano, I don't know how they're letting you commentate the Grand Finals match after that last show match, but I guess people are just grasping for straws at this point on the OWC staff.
Excuse me? My commentary was top tier during that match, alright? And it will be top tier once again in the Grand Finals match between South Korea and the United States. However, that is going to be a match that is just... I mean, we've obviously seen South Korea beat the UK on the tiebreaker, and the UK are definitely a team that is not going to be underestimated. I mean, they went so hard last year, and they definitely had it in them to do it this year again. I think, obviously in the finals match, it did seem like a little bit of an underperformance, and I feel like they honestly could have bounced back, but the fact that South Korea beat them says volumes. You know, they might have it in them to actually take the United States on.
You know, sometimes you just gotta ride the Korean hype train, and I think this is the year for it. I know I'm gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna join it. I want a ticket for the Korean hype train. You know what? I'm still pretty salty about OWC 2013. That's the first OWC I played. We destroyed China in group stages. People didn't believe in Austria, and then we just got kicked out of the tournament by Korea, which then won the entire damn thing. And there was no losers bracket, so we're like just out of it. I'm still salty about that, so I just want to see these South Korean players just rise up again. This time I'm not gonna be salty because I'm not playing. Haha, jokes on you players.
I mean, we've also, as you said, we've seen South Korea be very dominant in the past, so they're looking to take that title back once again. We've seen them win some World Cups, and we've seen United States win some World Cups, so they've both got the title there behind them. Are they going to be able to pull it off again? But to be honest, after seeing the match that we just witnessed between the UK and South Korea, it was just insane to see some of the performances that came out of those players. We saw multiple full combos on a grand final stage, which is something that is not hard to do when you're in a tournament setting where you're nervous, and then you also have to do it in one try, and that one try counts, and that's it.
Yeah, and do we want to use the forbidden words when it comes to the grand finals match, Korea versus USA? The forbidden words. Which team is gonna be the most winningest team? I love it. I love the word. It sounds so wrong. It's so bad.
The winningest.
The most winningest team. Which team won the most? I've heard it's dropped so many times for some reason. But yeah, that's my cursed word of the day, and that's gonna be it from us probably, because it's 4 minutes or 5 minutes to go for the next show match, and we do have. No, Will is still eating, so well, you guys will hear us for a few more minutes. We're gonna keep on existing for you guys. It's a show match, right, Kano? There's a lot of players playing, circles being clicked, right? Hopefully these players are gonna be more on point than your Nomad 1. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, but I think...
Did you really just go there?
Yeah, I just went there. Okay, so we're gonna sign off and we're gonna welcome Tick, or this one guy, and Will Stetson. Don't call me Stetson.
Hey,
Hello.
thanks. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Honestly, that match was pretty fun to cast. As you could tell, there's a bit of banter going on between us, and I hope the same comes out of you guys as well. After watching the match between the United Kingdom and South Korea, I was just in absolute shock. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys probably would have been if you either saw the result or watched the match if you were awake for it. But I mean, I think it's only fitting that you guys cast this match, being two people from North America casting a North American-based match.
Yeah, it seemed like the best option was to find some United States casters for some United States players. Even if Will is just going to actually be eating instead of commentating, but
Hey.
we'll roll with it, you know.
It could be
don't need
worse
to
than
know.
us commentating, right?
I'll have you know that this food is very good, alright?
It's delicious.
But yeah, I think this should be a fun one. I think, you know, like you guys were saying, the question that everybody was asking, you know, how good would the USA be without their stars? And this was a team they put together to test out that theory against another pretty strong squad in Canada. So
The thing that's crazy
looking forward
as
to
well-
it for sure.
The thing that's crazy is that, like, you say the USA without their stars, but then you have so many star players there. Like, I mean, we're obviously talking about Taibai and his performance in the 1v1, and then just all the other names. Xarius has obviously played in the previous tournaments as well, so there is that. You got like a few, like, and Monko as well, a few players like making returns situation.
Yeah,
This is definitely still a very strong team. There's no, like, I have a strong feeling that this is going to be a pretty close match. Even
You have a literal OWC defending champion in Monko. Like, he literally won a year ago.
He did.
So yeah, that is a B team with some people with some OWC badges to their names already.
Just think about B team in massive quotation marks.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, well, that's going to be us signing off, myself and OMG4s. It's been a pleasure casting with you as always. And
Yeah.
good luck, this one guy and Will Stetson. Hope you have fun with casting this one. It's going to be a great one.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Alright. And there they go. Big shout out to Kano and Force for casting the first of our two show matches. And as we said, of course, we're gonna get underway with the second match here shortly, as the players, I believe, are getting into the lobby. There we are. And as we said, the USA, a team not without a fair amount of star power, even without guys like Vaxe and Midkey. Worth pointing out too is the meteoric rise of I'm a Fancy Lad lately has been absolutely popping off. I'm sure people have probably seen some of his plays if they browse the Osu subreddit. So USA B team definitely has a lot of skill.
Alternator compilation hard rock is insane. One of the best plays of the year for sure. It looks like we already have some roles coming out. I believe A's are going to be deciding who bans first and Fancy deciding who picks first.
And we'll see. Hopefully they leave up most of the fun maps, because there's a lot of stuff that I would like to be able to see in this matchup, because you know, they did a good job about that, I think, last match, where we got to see things like Midorigo Queen Bee that got banned in the actual in the match between South Korea and the UK. I just want to see a fun match with some bangers being played. That's the most important part of this for me.
For sure. I also would like to see Hidden 2 I would like to not see it banned, hopefully.
The odds of that being played, unfortunately, I think are relatively slim.
Yeah, there's like almost no chance, but it would be very cool to see, especially because there are some very strong hidden players on both teams. Like, we have Taquito for USA B team, we have like Azer for Canada. Specifically those two, but of course, lots of the other members pretty skilled with him too. Zudinator actually taking the place of Yuki-chan for their hidden main, or one of their hidden mains on Team Canada. And I know that she is very capable of playing maps like that.
I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing about the fact that you're just kind of chewing whatever. What are you eating? We have to know. The people must know.
Eating an egg sandwich right now.
Okay, all right. Thank you for that.
No worries.
I really just want to know what Will's eating more than I want to know what the teams are banning here.
if you guys hear my chewing, I'm sorry in advance.
USA, USB. I'm actually just gonna call them USB. Universal Serial Bus gonna decide on the first ban here. We'll see. I know they won't have probably practiced the pool all that much. They might have run through it once or twice, and that's about it. But
I think that can be.
Monko asking if they can do no bans. Can we just get no bans? I'm down for no bans. Azer says no.
Azer
says no
immediately with the hard no. But if both teams agree, not that it matters, but if both teams agree, we could potentially play no bans. But I think that there are some maps here that Team Canada would not be as comfortable playing. Oh, these are actually reconsidering. No
Azer wanting to ban the entire DT pool and nothing else. That's not really no bans. That's bans. That's 4 bans. That's more bans than you would normally get on a given mod pool, Azer. It doesn't work like that, Alice. I'm sorry. Just play DT against the United States, dude. Come on.
Well, USA did win the roll, so with no bans, it looks like the USA is actually going to be picking first. I'm not too sure what they're going to be going with the first year. It's kind of up in the air because, like I said, and like you said as well, not sure that a lot of people have really practiced the pool in preparation for this match.
Oh, they're picking it DT number 4. So it's not DT1 or DT2. Azer does not have to hate anyone yet. It's going to be Invasion. We did, of course, get to see this in South Korea versus the UK. It's a banger. I like this song a lot.
And I think we're gonna be seeing some pretty I think obvious roster switches for both teams. Fangzy.
Did somebody say Fangzy map?
Yes, the Fangzy map appearing in the pool, therefore Fangzy is now in the multi-lobby. Monko 2K, Xarius, also notable DT players. Beast Troll MC still in the lobby. Not too sure why. Beast Troll not known for his double time prowess, but I suppose that he wants to try his hand at it. And Trev Rasher, Stoof, Yummy in My Tummy, and Azer for Team Canada. Azer playing DT is an interesting move. Interesting move for sure.
He's a tech player. It's a tech map. Come on.
Of course. What am I thinking? Trev Rasher opting for the best of 1. Oh, and Azer does head out in favor of UK, which makes a little bit more sense.
Is Ed actually going to play this, Matt?
I think
is that a thing that's going to occur?
It looks like we're going to be seeing Beast Troll in favor of Gaze McGee, who is also on B team.
All right, you know what? Maybe they know something we don't.
Yeah, maybe we're the uninformed. Maybe Ed is actually a 10.3 master now.
He's secretly been practicing nothing but 10.3 tech off stream just for this one shining moment where he's gonna come in and hard carry.
Going to be seeing 1,000 or 1,200,000 points for Beast Troll Minecraft.
There's 2 ways this can go. He'll either put up 1,000,000 points or he'll put up like 200k.
I think 200k, very generous. I think it is going to be more like 150 to like 130k because this is not easy in any way, shape, or form. But who knows? I guess we're gonna be getting into it right now. Let's see what happens. Azer did say this is Canada's worst map before heading out of the lobby, so
It's mind games. It's absolutely mind games. They're gonna three-way. I mean, Yummy already broke. The other three are going to FC. It's all good. They're gonna actually do better than the players in the official match.
Beastroll still holding 10% higher accuracy than Yummy in my tummy. Actual 10.3 God.
I feel like, I mean, this is like, to be serious for one brief second, like this is the sort of map that Fangsy and Xarius can definitely both pop off on. So I think it'll be pretty cool to see what they can do.
Yes, they're definitely.
Well,
as you say
that's fine. Starting off the commentator curse early and often, folks. You can expect nothing else.
So we do already only have 2 FCs for both sides. The map has not even really started yet. I guess we are sort of in the midst now. Beastroll holding a almost 400 combo with 80% accuracy. The 10.3 God.
Xarius also FCing with 91 AC. Monko, though, going ham, 97%. He's the one that's actually apparently taking this map quite seriously.
Yeah, Monko actually doing some serious work for Team USP.
Wait, no, Monko and Xarius are doing things. They're doing it to him. Well,
Xarius breaking, however.
But we forget, like I was saying, Monko, as it turns out, really good at Osu. Like, really good at this video game.
This is a fact. Monko can play the game. The only reason, in fact, he was not on Team USA, apparently, was due to scheduling issues.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, the only question is, like, who would he have replaced on that team? And I guess he would have just been like a really, really strong 8th member if he were like replacing pretty much anyone. So
the only 2 people I can think of would probably be Airyu or Braxton.
It's like Airyu or
skill sets are pretty similar.
Yeah.
And even then, like, it would still be pretty close.
He's gaming. Is he gonna get 1,000 combo? Wasn't there like wasn't there one 1,000 combo in the match earlier?
I believe so. Yes.
Spare. I think that was maybe the only one.
And yeah, he does put up at least 800,000 points. Probably gonna hit a million here.
This is disgusting. This is actually like this is insane for Monko. Why was he not on the team? What the heck? Well, come on, man. You're not supposed to do this. Meanwhile, highest score on the Canada side coming out from Trevor Asher, 450k. He's got a 750 combo, actually acquitting himself well in the second half of the map.
Yeah,
but
he might hit 500k here, and he does.
Really, he broke at the end, but Monko with the FC is what we're going to be looking at here, coming into the USB show match, and well, you know, scores speak for themselves.
An absolute evisceration by Team USB of Team Canada on their worst map.
Would you call it a decapitation?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, the C-Rack. C-Rack? He's on the actual team. C-Rack coming out from Beastroll and Yummy, both not having the greatest time on that one, but like Monko's smurfing, actually. I think we need to examine his account.
D-Ranker. SMH.
Meanwhile, first pick for Canada, gonna be Boot. So we had to get this played in a post-match map in the previous matchup, and this time they're actually just gonna say it's our first pick. So everybody be ready for a certain slider. About halfway through, 2/3 of the way through the map.
Taquito immediately swapping in for Team USB. Presumably going to be taking hidden on something like this, along with Gablaze actually also swapping in.
Taquito, of course, if you're not familiar, very, very well-known, very strong hidden player for in the United States here. I swear that he just plays hidden like it's no mod, like he just doesn't care.
Yeah, I think he first became known when he 0-100 one missed Hope hidden in a tournament match, and then immediately quit the tournament match and went and SS'd it, which is like just almost inhuman. A's are going to be swapping in for Team Canada as well.
The first sighting of the OWC captain in this matchup. Let's see, hopefully, maybe out there practicing Boot, you know, during Midorigo Queen B, so he'd be ready to come in and pop off, maybe. We'll see what the mods are going to be here. It's going to be Taquito hidden, Monko Hard Rock for the United States, B team. A's are hidden, Ryu K Hard Rock for Canada. Again, pretty expected there as well.
Yes,
The
with
entire, I
Yummy.
like this is very aesthetic actually. You go HDHR in the top row and then straight across Nomad in the bottom row. Very good arrangement of players.
The names on the bottom also shorter and longer respectively. The tournament client really does think of everything.
Kablaze, Beast Troll MC, Neuro, Yummy in my tummy.
Just want to update you guys. So my sandwich is now finished.
Do you have
I
like
now
a drink or maybe some chips to go along with it?
Absolutely not.
All right. Will is has freed himself of his training wheels.
Yes, I
He's
can
now
now
ready to cast
use my
his
voice.
power.
Azer, first break for Team Canada.
It's gonna be
On a relatively easier part too.
yeah.
Azer breaking again.
Yeah, not having the
Not
greatest
having
of time here down 95. Taquito slider breaking on that slower slider, but Azer having some serious trouble here. I imagine he, you know, as we've been saying, probably didn't practice the pool much, probably didn't warm up all that much, so, you know, you can't expect, like, insane performances constantly, but I think Monko is, like, actually taking this seriously, because he's still got the FC going here, hasn't missed yet in this match, about a map and a half in.
Yeah, we're talking about he still is the coach for Team USA, who are still in grand finals. So it's probably expected that he's played the pool at least a little bit in order to prep him.
However, everybody from the United States B has now broken. Yummy in my tummy, still holding the FC on Nomad for Canada, so he'll bring the score lead back over. While Azer and Neuro both broke, so maybe not.
No,
but
he's still bringing it
slower.
back just a little bit because absolutely no one has any form of combo. Because Beast Troll, the highest combo with 300.
Kablaze trying to build something up here. The two Nomad players in the US doing what they can. Yummy though, that FC is going to be very strong.
Yeah, especially once he starts like getting into the later section of the map. Oh, but he does break.
Well, that's gonna go right over.
Yeah,
That's gonna go right over.
everyone on USB now comboing. Azer, Ryuk, still having some very, very serious trouble comboing through this.
With some more breaks though, Bistro, Monko, and Kablaze all missing. Taquito the only combo. Ryan the only combo for Canada, not even 200. So a little bit of a comedy of errors through that section. Lots of misses from everyone.
Yeah, I do not expect any scores over 2 million for either team at this point.
Taquito though, this guy
Yeah, Taquito doing quite well actually.
doing all right for himself over there.
And
well,
as we say it, well,
my
let's
fault.
continue
My
the
fault.
tradition of just saying player names and then they lose combo.
Would it really be OWC if players didn't miss every time we so much as looked their direction, let alone said their name? I feel like that's
Yeah,
just kind of a
probably.
tradition, really.
Field day right now.
Coming down toward the end here, it's still relatively close, but no combo anywhere means that not really much hope of a comeback for Canada. USB looking for the 2-0 lead in the early break point as well.
Yummy in my tummy, top
like top-
scoring.
Yeah, top score, Yummy. That long combo. Taquito, best, next best, and the best of the modded players, of course, as well. Hidden 450, 470k? Let's see, that's a
About
long
470.
spinner. That's a long spinner.
It really is. But yeah, it looks like Neuro and Azer not having the greatest of times on that map. Not really able to hold too much of a combo. Ryan with Hard Rock was able to gain a bit more score than either Neuro or Azer.
Yeah, he matched Monko pretty much. I mean, 4,000 points apart.
Yeah, the lowest miscount as well, which is pretty impressive considering that he did have Hard Rock. But yeah, it
Azer
looks like
saying he
USB
forgot how to hold a pen. That is, you know,
That's a very interesting sentence from a.
you can't
OWC
really play
captain.
Osu. You can't really play Osu if you don't know how to hold a pen. I'm just gonna throw that out there. If you play with a tablet, you're gonna have a hard time if you don't know how to hold a pen.
You could play mouse.
Yeah, says the player who switched from mouse to tablet. How's that going for you?
It's still possible to play mouse. Okay. All right. Yeah, USB going to be taking an early 2-0 lead here with that breakpoint. Now, see if the USA or USB can actually increase that lead with the next pick. Looks like Canada getting slightly skill capped on the harder maps here, so potentially would be a good move to pick something like Extend Hard Rock 3, and they do go with Hard Rock 3.
Are you ready for some grid mapping?
I am ready. I'm so ready.
Hollowing's grid mapping at its finest right here.
Grid mapping along with some very punishing BPM switches. Towards the,
that speed up is actually insane. We watched it make a mockery of several players in the UK versus South Korea match.
We did.
And with these guys having surely practiced the pool less, unless they're very familiar with this map already, they may have similar fates in their destiny here shortly. You see, I'm a fancy lad coming in. USB making full use of their roster.
Yeah, surprising that we only now just see Fancy Lad, especially on a map like Blue, which I think he would probably score very well on. But no matter. I believe this is the locked roster for USB. Stoop gonna be making an appearance again for Team Canada in place of Neuro. Yummy My Tummy, Ryuke, and Azer all sticking in.
Shoutouts to Stu Finland. It's probably very cold up in Stu
Finland with the proclamation of him getting 200,000 points on the Hard Rock pick.
Place your bets now. Over, under 200,000 points for Stu.
I predict over. I think over.
Give him
Just
the
a
over.
little bit.
All right.
UK with half that predicting 100,000 points.
I mean,
I believe we should be giving Stoop Hidden. Noted hidden player Stoop.
Stu hidden player.
Hidden debut.
2019 is the rise of Stoof, the hidden player.
But it does not look like we are going to be getting that, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, since this is a hard rock pick, that is not going to happen.
Fancy Lad,
I actually think this is a Fancy Lad map, and he's gonna 1v8 anyway, or 1v7, excuse me. So clearly, going to be the case.
Everyone else now deciding, oh wait, he's playing. Guess we should probably play too. And now you're caught up. Yummy My Tummy with a very early break for Team Canada. I don't think this is something that he is as comfortable on as something like Food. Malko with that early break as well for Team USB.
With this being kind of that older, you don't see mapping like this anymore unless it's intentionally used as a gimmick. So like newer players just not going to be quite as familiar with it. It's going to be something that most players, I feel, even if they're tournament players and they see all kinds of different maps, like the average player is probably not super comfy with this.
Yeah, I don't think even if they are familiar with this, this is one of the most uncomfortable grid maps in the game, and just adding Hard Rock on it makes it a thoroughly unpleasant experience, especially in a tournament setting. I think there's going to be a lot of struggling on something like this.
We do still have three-way FC for USB, so I guess, well, then two-way, sorry. That's okay. Yummy and Stu following up quite quickly thereafter. Fancy Lad. This, so Xarius, of course, known as a player, but also as a mapper, and he is a devout follower of the Church of Hollowings. Uses Hollowings concepts in his maps, very familiar with this kind of mapping, and really all kinds of mapping, especially stuff that's a little more gimmicky. So this is almost unfair to have him in for this map, because he maps stuff like this on his own, let alone playing it.
If Hollowingsism was Scientology, Xarius would be Tom Cruise. Yeah, Xarius and Fancy Lad just absolutely destroying this in the first half here. But Speed Up could still take them as victims.
Even if it does, this is a pretty big lead here for the United States. Oh, there goes Xarius! No!
And Xarius dies, but Ryuke still holding for Team Canada as well, and Stu building up his supporting combo. Meanwhile, Fancy Lad, the only FC for Team...
It's combo advantage to Canada, technically speaking here.
It is. If Fancy Lad passes away, which he does...
Will!
Ryuke still holding the FC. Stoop with the combo advantage. Stoop and Ryuke holding the combo advantage for Team Canada. If Ryuke does not die on the speed up, he will actually begin to take this lead away from USB. I'm so sorry, Fancy. Don't watch this VOD.
I'm gonna ping him with the timestamp of this VOD. Be like, this is all Will's fault, and I have conclusive proof. In a
Alright, well,
court of
we're gonna
law,
be seeing
this
here.
will hold up.
Is Ryuke gonna hold through the speed up? This would be an
Answer-
absolutely insane performance if he's able to hold.
Okay, wait. Oh, Stoof and Yummy and Azer all just died.
All pass away. Ryuke,
Can
however,
Ryan
clinging
bring
to
this
life
back
here.
on his own.
And he does! He actually
Oh.
FCs through the speed up. If he does not
Ryan-
break on this last chorus,
Insane.
if he doesn't break on this last chorus, he's actually going to solo carry it, and the score lead already shifting back in favor of Team Canada.
So, like, we were talking about about Canada being potentially skill capped, except for Ryuke.
Except for Ryuke. This
That
is
dude
true.
knows no skill cap. And he's just gonna 1v7 right here.
Even
This
in
is
context
insane.
of the rest of the tournament, this is a ridiculous performance from Ryan.
Oh, there it
900
goes.
It goes, but honestly, doesn't matter. It sure
I
doesn't.
don't think it does. That's
900,000 points. MVP so far.
That is an absurd play from Ryan Osu himself. Just the one slider break near the very end. Bringing Canada back at the break point. It's 2-1 now in favor of the US. B, but with
Ryan
Canada's next pick to come.
Ryan K with 600 combo higher than the next highest, which is Fancy Lad with 895. A ridiculous performance.
Yeah, that's 1v7 is what that is.
Ryan's defecating, potentially. But looks like,
Instant Mirage Garden.
yes, instant Mirage got it from Team Canada. I actually don't know how favored this is for Canada, so this could be a very weird pick for them. Walter outing me.
Oh my
Thanks,
God.
Walter. Appreciate that one.
That is not okay. Walter throwing his fellow staff member under the bus at a moment's notice.
And I think we're going to be seeing some significant roster changes for Team USB now. This map very, very different from the Hollow Wings Hard Rock. Fancy Lad looks like he's going to be staying in, but Taquito opting in. I think we're still waiting on one more for USB.
All right,
And
is it-
apparently
is
you're
it-
next.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Okay, I'm not gonna mention a single name the rest of this entire match. So
Just say
they
the
can't-
team names. Just, wow, that
US
player is comboing.
Player X from the USB really doing a great job here.
There is a player that is doing well. Oh, another player. Missed. Oh gosh.
And it's gonna be Monko coming back in. He'll be the 4-3 USB for this one.
He will. And Stoof hidden debut occurring once again for Team Canada.
Every hidden map is a Stoof hidden debut. No one knows what'll come next.
Every hidden map is a Stoof map. Yeah, this is gonna be...
Does that mean
I
every
think-
DP map is a Bistro map?
Yes. I do not know why Bistro is not in for every DT pick. Monko looks not to be too happy with this pick, but I don't think there's anyone else confident enough to play it. So it looks like Monko forced to play.
Alright, so we've got Fancy Lad Taquito Cablaze, Monko, Azer Ryuke, Stoof, Neuro, Stoof, hidden debut. This is a really, really hard map, by the way. Like, this is really
This is-
difficult.
This is one of the hardest maps in the pool. I think that this is going to be a map where we see 7 deaths and potentially 1 carry. Not sure who it's going to be, in all honesty.
I vote Fancy Lad. My vote
Yeah,
is
I was
always
thinking-
Fancy Lad.
Either Fancy Lad or Taquito is my prediction.
Does Taquito have, like, the speed and finger control for the bursts and the streams, though?
I think the answer is yes, but I don't know. We shouldn't actually count out Cablaze. Cablaze is actually very good at maps like this, too.
Yeah, Cablaze is that unlucky guy who's good at a lot of stuff, but he's just, like, not quite good enough to make the official OWC team.
Yeah, and it looks like Fancy and Wonko are going to be breaking
There
very
goes
early.
Fancy. Alright. Ryan did break right at the beginning, but it is 3 FCs to 2 now. 4. Yeah, make that 3 FCs to 1 now. Make that
And
1
make
FC.
that 1 FC to 1.
Okay.
Azer and Taquito. Good job, Aaron. Love it.
I'm gone.
Stuff.
I'm
Good
gone.
stuff.
I didn't say any names. I was just
breaking
saying
as well. Taquito, the only FC. Potentially My call was right. As long
There's
as the
currently
does not
one
break
combo.
here.
There is currently one combo somewhere,
There is a
somewhere
single combo.
out there in the plane of existence. There's one combo.
A player is comboing. That is all I will say.
Surely, at any given moment in time, there is at least one player on the planet who is comboing a beat map.
Yes.
I've been advised by my lawyers to say no more specific detail than this.
In all seriousness, though, Taquito comboing through that beginning, this is a bit of a slower part, so he is going to really build up that lead for Team USB now. It is going to get to a stream section a little bit here, though, so we could potentially see some tragic deaths from almost everybody.
This is like, like there's actually 8 players with combo, and now there's 7, and now there's 6, and now there's 5, and now there's none except for Ryan. Wait,
Monko 2000 with the combo.
Monko 2000 versus Ryuke in a 1v1 right now.
Yes,
United
well,
States still
and then just
still the
Taquito
small
with a
lead.
solid over 100,000 points. With over 100,000 points rather than the highest score on any team.
Taquito's a gamer, what can you say?
The sad thing is, Taquito really did have the speed for those streams. He didn't really hit any 100s, but he just didn't get some unfortunate
Monko,
ones.
Monko! Alright, so
Monko
are we seeing the return of the Ryuke carry?
We
It's
could
2 maps in a
potentially,
row?
although this next part very challenging. So any mistake will be fatal.
Ryan scoffs at challenging.
He is one of the
eats
faster
beat maps
players.
like this for dinner.
He really does. He is one of the faster players, so the stream's not going to be an issue. It's more about the aim and the finger control.
Yep, he's gaming.
He is
Put
gaming,
this man,
but
put this
the
man on a
entire-
Grand Finals roster.
the entirety of USB, however, still with some pretty good combos. With the Blaze dropping his, but Taquito and Fancy Lad.
I would say if by the entirety you mean Taquito and Fancy Lad, then you'd be accurate.
Kablaze was right up there, and then I just said something, so of course one of them had to break.
There's also a hidden combo from a hidden debut player currently occurring.
There is.
It would be a tragedy if something were to happen to it. Honestly, though, Ryuke is just showing off.
Yeah, he really is.
Another
1200
really good
combo.
performance. Yeah, he's got 92 AC, but you can't really expect a good AC on this map, so I'm not really gonna hold it against him. That being
But
said,
the
USB
accuracy.
still holding on to the lead here. Taquito keeping them out in front as there's only the combo from
It's
Ryuke.
depleting though. If Ryan combos,
It's gonna be close here at the end. I don't know if there's enough time though. Oh, ending sliders.
and there is not. It was
Taquito
close.
broke
though.
on like the last note. That was so close.
That was very, very close. Only about a 15,000 point difference.
8,769 points, by the way, separating the two teams.
Actually, a very unfortunate occurrence for Ryuke with 1,400 combo on a map like that, and not
1400 combo B rank. If his AC had been a little bit better, literally, if his AC had been a little bit better, they would have won that.
very unfortunate.
I hate to see it.
And USB bringing up the lead 3-1 now.
Stoof, by the way, second best score on his team. So, hidden player. Stoof.
Hidden player. We knew it.
Coming out, doing it big. Oh. Let's see.
Hazer trying to Banelings.
Banelings.
No, the no
Unfortunately.
Banelings match.
Unfortunately, there's no bans. We'll see if the referee allows the Queen Bee pick to go through here. I don't think Azer can get away with asking for this to be banned when there was a no ban match. Excuse me.
Hazer tilting off the face of the planet at the DT2 pick.
All right, it is occurring.
Due to
Midorigo
Russian
Queen
logic,
Bee.
USB team now officially labeled as cringe. Veto.
Azer refusing. You know, like how in like Halo matchmaking, you used to be able to veto a map.
Yes, RTV.
This is what Canada wants to do here. Like, we don't want to play SWAT on sword base again. Sorry, we're vetoing that.
Friendship broken with Monko 2000 from Aether Frost. Unfortunate occurrence here. Oh, goodness.
The unmutual. Your friends. Monko, not my pick. Don't blame Monko for this, guys. And it is going to be the triumphant return of Beast Troll MC.
The double
Ed
time player.
Osu. DT player Ed Osu himself making his way back into the roster for the second DT pick of this match. So that's how USB is going to keep it fair, right? They're gonna pick DTs knowing Canada can't play them, but then they're gonna 3v4.
Of course. The greatest strategy.
I can't decide if that's actually like kind of BM, but it's a show match, so I don't think anybody really cares.
It is BM, but it is all in good fun. No worries.
And here we go. Map number 5. Third pick from the USB 3.0. USB 3.0. We're getting to very high speeds of data transfer now. Go 2K deciding to play by himself for a little bit before everybody else joins in the fun.
Oh, Beast Troll, the DT player, in the top left, which does mean we will be hearing lots of Oreu in the next 3 minutes. Do not think we're going to be seeing a
wait, EFC seen the intro, that's all that matters.
That is
EFC
insane.
the intro with pretty reasonable act as well. Not too shabby. They actually said to him after the first map, just go out, practice mid-Origo the entire time. We're going to pick it with our third pick, so you get like 10 minutes to practice this map. He's going to come in and show the world that we're all wrong about him and DT, as we see the misses coming in from Canada with Ryuke and Strev Rasher. Trev Rasher. Got a couple breaks for Canada.
Frugin slip there.
United States, meanwhile, still three-waying as Yummy finds a break for Canada as well. There are no FCs left on the side of the lads from north of the border.
Yeah, Stoof, the only combo nearing 400, but we have actually. Oh, Beast Troll does break, unfortunately. I didn't even have time to say it. I was literally about to curse him, and then he broke.
Monko,
Yeah,
though,
Monko.
once again, the DT legend coming in and just saying, hey guys, remember me? I'm still here. Pretty good at this
Monko.
game.
Playing the game.
He is playing the Osu video game. Stoof with the team in smoke. Yeah, he's got a
Pretty accurate.
120. Yeah, he had a 120k lead over anyone else on his team at that point. And he has a pretty solid combo as well. Up there it goes.
Aaron!
There it goes.
And
So,
yeah, Canada
gonna be
team
another
just
one.
literally a slow death occurring right now.
Yeah, this is... Oh, there goes Monko's FC. I didn't say anything about it, well, or at least near FC. I didn't mention it. I let it play out on its own accord. But
The majority of Team Canada actually losing points on this section, not gaining. That is pretty telling.
as it turns out, losing points is not the optimal way of playing Osu. Typically, you want to increase your score over the course of a map, not decrease it.
Yes.
It's like playing fantasy football. Your defense and special teams in some formats starts with 10 points, and then they can just go downward as they give up points and yards. Basically, what's happening to Canada here.
At the start of that section, Trev Rasher had 170,000 points. He now has 140,000 points. Absolutely insane. Stoof, by far the highest score on his team.
That being said, Monko is by far the highest score overall with 200,000 points above Stoof. That is a performance and a half from him once again. Not even reaching 1 million points is Team Canada. 4-way B rank. You hate to see it, but it occurs.
Really do. Stoof was pretty close to that A rank. Like, actually closer than you might think. Only about, like, maybe 0.1 or 0.2 accuracy away.
Honestly, he had the second best combo of anyone. He just had low accuracy. And that is
USB,
a 4-1
4-1.
lead.
Yeah.
What map is he selecting here? At least it wasn't this B. 1988434.
Oh, it looks like he is going to be opting for B. what is
I'm gonna put in chat this
We are
song so that everybody on the official Osu live stream can see. That is the map. It's B, Rissu featuring Choco, mapped by Snow Nino.
Osu
Currently-
World Cup Grand Finals tiebreaker B now taking place. Oh, but Team Nomad 1 now getting picked for Team Canada. I just said Team Nomad 1.
Did somebody say Nomad 1?
Oh,
It is time, ladies and gentlemen.
Nomad 1.
Nomad 1? Yo,
Nomad
Nomad 1
1?
gamers.
It is now time.
Any other Nomad 1 gamers? Let's see who's gonna come in for this one. It's gonna be Zoodinator showing up for the first time, the known AIM player, of course. No surprise
Demon
to
Hidden.
see her.
Thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is
Eddie.
Nomad, so the Hidden not gonna be playing a role. But okay, so the two subs here for Canada's team, Zoodinator and Eddie, gonna be showing up at the same time. They were specifically brought in for Nomad 1, it seems.
Yeah, I think Nomad 1 and Hidden, but just like not Hidden 3.
It's gonna be tie-by, AIM player
I might his first appearance as
for
well.
the
looks
USB. Tie-by, really good at AIM. He clicks circles that are far apart pretty
like.
well.
He does. He clicks the circles.
I just remember him like going mode on Nomad. I think it was Nomad 1 in the YSC Grand Finals twice. He's
Twice in a
actually just
row.
gamer. Yeah.
And also, FCing Angrifer in OWC tryouts earlier this year.
Okay, half the USA team FC and Angrifer in the tryouts. I swear to God.
I think it was only 3. It was Airyu, it was Beast Troll, and it was Tie-By.
Okay, only 3.
Okay, yeah, that is a lot, I guess, if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, but it was not nearly the whole team.
Like, how many FCs are there on that map total? Like 10? 9?
I think it's less than that. I'm going to do some
1, 2,
quick
3.
on-the-fly
There's-
research.
Yeah, there appear to be 10 with like a miss on the last note from Nally.
Classic Nally.
Classic Nally.
And we are going to be getting into this now.
Alright, tie by Fancy Likeable is Monko, Zudi, Ryuke, Stoof, and Edward. Not to be confused with Ed Beastrol. It's Eddie Dash.
I think this one is looking a bit USB favored.
You know, Nomad 1's, like, unless there's a vast skill difference, I feel it can always kind of go either way, because you can just kind of miss on a pattern that you hit every other time you play the map. But in the match, you miss on one pattern and you lose half your points.
True. Azka Blaze does demonstrate just now missing on the intro, which is arguably the easiest portion of the map, breaking again as well on the first set of jumps.
So will we see anyone going Flying Tuna mode and FCing this as we see Zudi and Ryuke both breaking in quick succession?
The chances are now very low. We do now only have 4 FCs remaining for both sides. With both sides combined, rather.
Tie-by, like, still having an FC is kind of the only... Like, I wasn't really... maybe Monko... I wasn't really expecting Kablaze to FC this. So, like, Tie-by was kind of... would be... he under-aimed. He literally just under-aimed the instant I said his name. You could see his
name?
His cursor just didn't go all the way to the circle. It was like, oh, it needs to go a little farther. Nah, I'm good.
The sound... The sound waves from his voice actually pushed his pen back just a little bit. Couldn't reach the note, unfortunately. Still holding some pretty solid accuracy with 99.4. Eddie, however,
Oh,
at Stoof.
fancy lad breaking, Eddie breaking.
Stoof now the
Stoof
only...
breaking
Why?
There is now zero combo on the board. Will Stetson, ladies and
Combo is
gentlemen,
no
boys
longer
and girls,
occurring.
Will Stetson, commentator curse, live on stream here at twitch.tv/Osu Live.
At least Taibai is still holding a little bit. And then Fancy Lad with just a small supporting combo for Team USB. No combos other than Zudinator and Eddie over 200 for Team Canada. As we approach over the halfway point now.
So we'll see. Taibai gonna try to build back up here. It is Canada still in the lead for now.
I think, yeah, they do have the combo advantage other than...
Oh,
well, now they certainly...
Now they really have the combo advantage. That wasn't my fault. That was like 10 seconds later. I'm not taking the blame for that. Oh
Yeah,
my god. Died. Ryan, and Eddie all
How do you
missing.
commentate this? Like,
How do you? I don't know. It's,
well, now
it's
USB with the much
USB with
fancier
3
combo.
combos.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring
Fancy
this
Lad-
one back here until they die as well.
Yeah, Fancy Lad can blaze a Monko now with 400 and 500 combos, but Fancy Lad breaking his combo and
Stu breaking,
Kablaze.
Kablaze breaking,
Alright,
Zuni breaking.
Monko,
It's going to be
Monko 2K.
Eddie breaking.
Monko 2K!
He's gone.
He's gone!
Ryan versus Taibai.
And now it's not Ryan versus Taibai! It's just Taibai now with the only combo. What do we even do?
It's just Taibai, Brian. Girls, it's just Taibai. That's all there is on the screen anymore. He's the only one.
Now we're pretty much at the end of the map, provided we don't see a complete meltdown from Team USB, which we actually did, but Taibai actually holding it.
I don't even know how many complete meltdowns, but Taibai is saying, nope, I'm going to end with a 500 combo and just stave off this one.
Good job, Taibai.
Good job, Taibai.
We should not commentate anymore.
He actually only had one miss. What?
Oh, dude, it was that one miss at the beginning when you said his name and the sound
When I
wave
said
pushed his
his
arm
name,
back.
He under-aimed and missed, and he didn't actually miss another note. It was only slider breaks the rest of the way.
Stoof and Eddie actually with higher combos than Taibai, but still putting up less points just because their accuracy suffered.
13 misses does not lead to a great score, unfortunately. As strange as this may be.
USB now up 5-1. Things not looking too hot for Team Canada. And with USB now with the pick, could push this to match point if they pick correctly. Yes, who would have thought? Taibai, the aim player, top scores the aim map. Absolutely unprecedented. And we actually don't see an immediate pick coming out from USB, which means they probably have to think about this a little bit. Maybe they're really strong picks sort of gone now? Maybe?
They actually just need to do a roll 13. Let's be real here. They're already up 5-1. What would it hurt?
What we should do is we should just pick boot again. And
You're right! You're right! That's a great
But
call.
instead, we see no mod
That's
4.
not boot. Nomad 4 is not boot.
No mod
Hey,
4 is
thoughts
not
on Lossy Pedal in grand finals?
This is a pretty hard map, so it does make sense. A couple roster changes coming out. Tied by Fancy Like Blaze for Team USB. Azer rounding out USB's roster. Still not switching his team. Neuro joining him on USB.
Okay, so honorary American citizens, Neuro and Azer, will be joining the USB side. They're actually going to try to tactically int. Since there's no fail, right? You just 0 points.
Looks like Neuro's
0
visa
points.
actually running out right in front of us. He does rejoin Team Canada.
I thought he was getting his green card, man. What the heck?
A modern day tragedy. Bistro coming in for Team USB. Azer recently deported. Now back in Canada. And Zudinator gonna be staying in for this as well.
Number 4th, to be determined for USB. Alternating player, Fancy Lad, of course. Gonna be one to look out for in this, and now that I've said that, he's promptly gonna score 400k.
Just make sure not to say his name. Maybe he'll score higher.
Whose name should I say? Whose name should I say instead?
Just say my name.
Oh my God, Will hitting that pattern! What an insane player!
Can't believe Aaron full comboing the map. Absolutely crazy performance.
11k ranked player, FC's Grand Finals tournament pool.
He's a monster. What can I say?
I'm just a filthy D ranker.
And it looks like these are going to be the locked rosters. Thoughts on Lassa Pedal 6.9 stars?
Is that the highest star rating pedal by Lasse difficulty?
Believe so. I don't think that there is one map that's very close, but I think it's only about 6.83.
Also, Kablaze going man mode, no fail. Does this map have fail potential? I don't actually remember.
I don't remember. I think there actually is a little bit, but it's only if you get really nervous. So we didn't really say anything, but there are like just combos being dropped left and right. Immediately, about 4 or 5 players looking very uncomfortable.
Including, of course, the player I mentioned before the map started.
Yes, Fancy Lad with actually the lowest combo on Team USB. Good job, Aaron. Neuro breaking too, though.
I mean, I did call it, so like, it's not a surprise.
True.
See, I wasn't actually predicting him to do well. I was predicting him to do badly, but in the kind of hidden, obfuscating fashion. Yeah.
Of course. Zudinator and Kablaze both dropping.
It's going to be tie by Beast Troll and Fancy Lad, though, all with pretty decent combos. Only Azer and Stoof on the other side as Neuro find the break. Well, shortly after Beast Troll missing it as well. So
just tie by and Fancy Lad now holding their combos.
Nope, just tie by now.
And just tie by now.
And Stoof is gone as well, so it is tie by versus Azer. Heads up as he scores bit in the United States' favor, but not incredibly far. We do have this slowdown here. It's going to allow some players to build combo back up.
There is literally no combo advantage anywhere. It is all just accuracy. I guess Neuro with his 230 combo, but even then, it's like so minimal.
I mean, Azer has 99.2%. That's, like you said, that's doing work actually for Canada because Taibai is at 97. Not the greatest, as he's about 20k score behind Azer, despite being on an FC as well.
Haven't seen some breaks in a while. Just kidding.
You actually, like, I saw Zudi break before I heard you say that.
And then Super Neuro both passing away as well. Kablaze, Beast Troll, and Fancy Lad still holding their combos, helping out Taibai, bring the score lead back in favor of USB.
It is a modern day tragedy.
Get this, I just made a call and then no one broke.
Well,
and then Taibai,
and then everyone broke. Zudi, Azer, Taibai, and Beast Troll all missing. It's Kablaze the only combo for the USB, and the only combo in the match pretty much. Stoof pretty far behind him as Azer Neuro. You can find really easy chain misses in this. It was actually insane that Flying Tuna hit that entire section.
Yeah, as we also do see Neuro just completely die on that stream. Did not hit a single note of that last portion. Kablaze with some pretty good act though. 98.7. Also, with his combo, still like, it's going pretty well right now. There's still time though. If we see a complete meltdown from the USB, and then Canada brings
well, Zudi and Stoof are going to try to prevent that from happening, unfortunately.
Yeah, but time by missing, not helping out the cause.
He's
Beast Troll as well.
well.
Fancy Lad and Kablaze still holding their combos.
I'm going to be interested to compare the scores from USB on this match against the common maps in the other official matches, because I feel like they're doing pretty okay.
Yeah, they're not doing too bad, honestly. I'm not sure how much they would have won against South Korea.
I don't know if they would have won anything against South Korea or UK, but like they would have put up a fight.
Kablaze shaking. If he fails, like,
yeah,
I think Canada actually wins.
I don't think there's fail potential though. I don't think, because there's all these sliders, right? So like, what? Okay, Kablaze is gaming.
Okay, Kablaze
is actually gaming. This is an Osu moment. Oh well.
Oh my! He was so close. He
like
was
his
so close
his
to failing.
he just went straight down the drain.
Yeah, he actually almost failed.
That was really, really close.
Dude, if he actually failed, like, oh my goodness. That would actually be like the craziest thing in the entire tournament.
It's not even an official match, but that's gonna be USB extending their lead now 6-1. Canada continuing to struggle, shall we say?
Yeah. Oh,
I would like to see his actual HP at the very end there after he missed those like 5 notes.
Yeah, I guess the HP was just like a little higher than we expected.
Yeah, because it just went straight down. That map is HP, or excuse me, HP. Wait, it's HP 5. Oh, don't know. I guess he just missed a bunch of notes.
Yeah, notes not clicked. And now USB switching out the roster. Takedo coming back in for hide and seek. Makes sense. Azer, Ryuke, Stoof, and Neuro going to be sticking in for Team Canada. Stoof ending the debut stage. He's now entering just complete hidden player stage.
Yeah, I mean, he's a full-time hidden player, much like Beast Troll being a full-time DT player. It's
of course
just logic, really. Alright, well, if there was ever an Azer map, I don't know if it would be this one.
This is true. Azer did FC this in practice. So, no pressure.
I feel like there's just this huge negative correlation between your score in practice and your score in the match. Like, the better you score in practice, the worse you do in the match, and that's just it's just a sad state of affairs.
Yeah, that is pretty true, especially in a tournament like this. But I guess we're gonna see what happens now.
We're gonna get underway with possibly the last map of this match. Canada trying to avoid that and stave off a loss here to USB. We're gonna see how it goes for them. Fancy like Blaze Xarius Takedo. Again, I mean, kind of feels like an Xarius map, but the last time I said something felt like an Xarius map, he didn't do super great.
Yeah. You also did say the last map was a Fancy Lad map, and then Fancy Lad did not top score by a significant margin.
I
And
just
then
don't know.
Xarius...
Yeah, see, there you go. I clearly just don't know anything except when I second guess myself, and my second guesses are more often correct, it would appear.
Stoof, the hidden player, actually missing. Don't understand how hidden players are just miss.
Yeah, I mean, why do they let people who just miss play on OWC teams?
Yeah,
like, surely
that's
you
what
could
I'm
have gone and
saying.
got somebody who wasn't going to miss.
And yeah, Neuro struggling a little bit too. Azer and Ryuke still comboing.
Blaze once again running no fail, so he does leave the fail potential on the board here.
I don't think there's much fail potential at the end of it. And then he completely dies.
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Wasn't talking about his combo. Ryan and Azer still got the FCs going here for Team Canada. Fancy Lad trying to match as best he can. And he fails to do so.
He absolutely dies. Azer now full pressure on Azer to FC this solo here, or at least get a good combo on it. If he does, then they probably do have this in the bag. He does get a lot of hundreds there, but still holds his combo.
He's still just barely under 99%. Oh
And
my god,
then-
everyone broke.
Everyone dies except for Kablaze. Kablaze holding the combo.
Blade!
Can you do it? Can he do it? Oh, but
Nope,
he doesn't
he
do
can't.
it. Well,
Okay, well, there's not
Not
a
that it
combo
matters.
above 60. There literally
Ryan-
was like... I don't even understand. That was just every
Brian
guy.
has lost a substantial amount of points since the solo started. This is actually going to be pushing the lead back in favor of USB. If Ryan does not get it together, then USB is going to take this pick.
Fancy Lad gonna try and do what he can here. Nobody else has any combo at all. Literally,
Yeah,
Neuro, I lied. Neuro has some combo.
Has some, but not enough to match Fancy.
Now he
And
does.
with him dying there, I think that's
Now-
actually going to put an end to this.
Yeah, that's it. That's gonna be USB taking a commanding 7-1 victory over Canada as Well, hide and seek makes fools of us all. You lose sometimes to your 4-year-old friend, and sometimes you lose to the United States B team.
A's are actually pulling off a pretty impressive performance there, but due to the combined scores of Team USB, not able to bring it back, unfortunately. A wheelchair moment from Osu.
Wheelchair moment.
And
that is some GG's out in the chat.
That was a good game.
US. So, as it turns out, the United States of America could put together a B team that would get top 8 in OWC.
At least. Potentially higher.
And was it top 6?
I think it was top 6.
Canada losing, yeah. So USA, without their starting OWC roster, could still finish top 6. It's official. Like, this is a purely scientific examination, and we have proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Pretty good stuff from the USB squad. They're really good.
And they are quite good. Now, when do we see USA team versus USB team?
Yeah, and so right. I feel like that probably would go about as this one did, unfortunately, because Idki Vaxe, right? The cheat codes.
They do have Idki Vaxe.
But shout outs to these guys for coming in for the show match here. It looks like we may get ourselves a tiebreaker show map moment here. So we'll get to see the tiebreaker for the second time today, as we saw earlier in the South Korea versus UK nail biter.
It looks like they want to do an 8v8 as well, with both teams full rosters. But it appears as though Trevor Asher has left the building, so not sure if we're going to be getting that, unfortunately.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to see it on stream anyway. They'd have to reset up a lot of things, and I don't know about streaming 8v8. You have to have basically a supercomputer to stream 8v8 without your PC literally exploding.
That is also a fact. The tournament client, not known to be the most resource-friendly sort of program.
We'll see who ends up coming in for this one. We might just end up with like a whole bunch of people playing, whoever feels like it, and you'll see some 4 members of each roster on either side here. Yeah, so it's going to be 1 through 4 slots, or 5 through 8 slots here. So
the slots will still be open. We just can't stream the other 8 players who want to come in. Which, I don't know. I guess we're just not going to be able to see who is able to play. Also might wreak havoc with the MP links, but I suppose.
Fortunately, since this is a show match, the MP link doesn't really make a big difference.
Yeah, this is true.
Darn, I wish I was on Osu. I should just play while commentating.
And I'm currently about to break my combo. I have now broken my combo. What if you commentator cursed to yourself? Like, yep, I'm on a pretty good combo here. I think I'm aiming these notes pretty well, but there's a hard section coming up. And, I just missed.
Completely died.
Will Stetson is gone.
I am gone.
Would you play this with Hidden?
Yeah, of course. You think I'm playing anything that's like high AR without Hidden? Hello? I also haven't played the video game in about a week, so don't really know how well I would do on something like that. Still setting up some stuff, it looks like. You know, we do have full rosters for both teams.
They're taking their time, I guess, getting ready for this one. It looks like on the stream, we'll be seeing Fancy Lad, Kablaze, Xarius, Taquito, Azer, Eddie, Ryuk, and Neuro. Remains to be seen who else is in. Looks Zudi's in, Taquito's in. I wish there was a way of knowing who was in. I guess I could maybe like I could at least check the joins in the MP link. So it looks like we may have Yummy, as well as Beast Troll and Taibai coming in for some gaming off stream. So that's kind of cool. Time to find out if anyone will go Bubbleman or Flying Tuna OWC mode and whip out a 1300 plus combo, or if everybody just
1800 combo.
gonna die. Well, I thought Tuna had 1300 or something, so
Oh, I was
kind of the
referring to
baseline.
Bubbleman.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
you. Xarius, Fancy
Only
Lad,
time will tell.
Azer Eddie, and Ryuke.
Nero not having a great time, looks like, with a 90% accuracy score right now.
Yeah, I don't know how he feels about this aim and BPM requirement.
Yeah, Ryuke, however, Blaze and Taquito all dying. Fancy Lad and Xarius now, the only combos for Team USB.
Azer and Eddie, the ones keeping the combo game rolling here. Well,
Oh,
not
it was
anymore.
Eddie.
Azer now.
Now it's Azer.
He went and then he stopped going.
He went and then he did not went.
He goed. He goed.
He really do go. Now Fancy Lad and Xarius with some pretty solid combos, actually.
Yeah, I mean, they're actually, I mean, this isn't too bad, as it turns out, from those two players. We'll see if they can keep it up. This map never lets up at all.
Yeah, well,
there goes Xarius.
Fancy Lad now, the only one.
Still a pretty, pretty big lead here for USB, as Canada's struggling mightily on this map.
Yeah.
The Blaze working on a bit of a combo here for himself. Fancy Lad still gaming. Alternating is actually cheating on this map, by the way. I think you should be forced to single tap it.
It's a hot take. Gonna disregard that one now.
Alternating is
and still holding
cheating.
combo. Does he hit a 1,000? He does hit 1,000.
He does.
Wow. Even if he misses, it's still a very good performance from him. Even though the map is only about half over.
And there he
does.
goes.
He does miss. But
Fancy Lad is dead.
yes. And now
Azer.
Azer, the only one.
Oh!
Ah! Why?
What
Now
the heck?
Taquito, the only one holding combo. Actually, it was.
Not for
Azer.
long
Now-
though. You said his name.
I did say his name, so now he must
Get into
die.
these longer streams with hidden. That's pretty
Wow.
tricky.
Hits the
That
stream,
was
though.
pretty clutch. That was pretty good from Taquito. Oh,
The entirety of USB now dying, other than Taquito.
but it's
And
okay.
then
the
I
entirety
said his
Yeah.
name, and he dropped the combo.
The entirety of Canada is dead except for Eddie, so I mean, it's okay. And now, as they said earlier, the image material single taps. Wow, pretty much everybody doing okay through there. Eddie still with a decent combo for Canada as well as Ryuke.
Yeah.
It's a 200,000 point lead, however, for USB, heading into the last third. This reminds me of a song that I used to play in Clone Hero. That was that like guitar in that section, and now I can't remember what it's called, so I'm gonna feel sad. The same guitar riff. Eddie though is still going.
Yeah, he's actually got a pretty solid combo now.
Eddie's doing okay for himself. It feels like people have kind of taken turns like popping off with a cool combo on this map.
Good to see Eddie still able to play the video game because he is on my Hippo Cup team when that comes around.
It's very important that somebody who's on your tournament team is able to play the video game. And in fact,
Yes.
Eddie is like actually going mode. Is he gonna? Oh,
And then he
I was gonna
completely
say, is he
dies
gonna
on
hit the
the
triangle stream? But that triangle stream is really hard.
There's now nobody with a combo. The USB with a commanding lead. I really don't think that Canada's gonna have time to take this back.
Xarius is maintaining that too with his.
Well, he was truly unfortunate. We've never seen that before, where someone says their name and then they just lose combo.
like it's almost becoming like overdone at this point, but it just keeps happening.
Yeah, there's like, yeah. Taquito with a pretty impressive performance either way with Hidden. 300,000 points on this is no joke.
Like we said, this is a very difficult map, and it is never really not difficult, if that makes sense. It really doesn't let up. It's very consistent difficulty. USB making the most of it.
Yeah, Taquito actually, even with Hidden, still the highest score out of anyone on Canada. Well, still higher than any score in Canada, I guess is the proper way to phrase that.
I knew what
you
meant.
And then Fancy Lad with almost 400,000. And the only one to break 1K combo. Eddie, not too far behind, but still not able to meet it.
And let's see. Let's go to the MP link to see what happened with the other players who were in on that. Stoof putting up a 416,000 score, the best score in the lobby.
Ooh.
Coming out from Stoof, not visible on the screen, but this turns out did pretty well for himself there. But that is going to be it. That's going to be the 8-1 victory here for United States B in this best of 13 match. Figure out the math on your own. I'm not going to explain it.
And yeah, I think we break.
Now we've got
I think we break.
Yeah, we have about an 8-hour break until 3 UTC Sunday for the grand finals. Do you want to give a shout out to all these players and a big thank you to everyone, including Azer for getting us all organized, who participated in the show matches. I think this was a really fun experience for a lot of people, bringing back some names who got eliminated from the official tournament early on. So super cool, I think, to get this going and have this experience.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a nice experience. Show matches are always a a nice thing, especially when such matches that were supposed to be a bit more exciting wind up being complete blowouts. With USA 7-0ing UK in the finals.
Yeah,
Finals, rather.
It gives us a chance to see more maps and see some more of the maps. And he had some maps that got banned in the official match that got played in the show matches. So lets us see the pool and everything. So definitely a fun time.
Gives the opportunity for players who maybe met some sort of untimely demises in the earlier stages of OWC show their stuff on a bit of a later stage pool.
And feel free, of course, to everyone give some feedback on the show matches. Let us know what you thought, or if there's anything that you would like to see in the future as far as show matches go. Any new ideas? We're constantly trying to come up with ways to make the tournament more fun and exciting, and add some fun kind of side events to it as well. So definitely give feedback on what you thought, what you'd like to see. But for now, as we said, we're gonna have a bit of a break. 3 UTC tomorrow, 8 hours, just under 8 hours from now, will be your grand final of OS World Cup 2019. It's going to be United States coming from the winner's bracket against South Korea coming from the loser's bracket after that intense tiebreaker victory over the UK in the loser's bracket final. There's your rosters on the screen for the grand finals. You know them, you love them. Be there or be square to root for your favorite team to take home the title of OSU champion for the next year. Should be a great grand final.
Hope to see you all there. I think that is going to be us signing off.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later tonight for the final match of the tournament.
Absolutely. Take care, everybody.
Have a great day.